All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Flagon Slayers. I'm your DM Jacob, here with all of my amazing players. Tonight we are going to be traveling to a tournament in the once lost city of no, I'm blanking on the name. Michael, help!
Oh no.
Oh, Noah.
There it is. There we go. Oh, that's funny. I said it. That's
Yeah,
funny.
you literally said it.
I literally said, "Oh no." That's funny.
What a guy.
Anyway. Sorry, now all my papers are discombobulated because I'm all stressed. Anyway, so, in case you missed last week, it was kind of just a prep episode for the upcoming episode. Everybody kind of got their affairs in order before the tournament. The guild recruited a new member in the Minotaur of Stevan, who's kind of a mama's boy. And that is where we left off. So it's the morning. It's 2 days before the tournament, and it will take you guys roughly a day to get down there. So, what do you
I
want
want
to
to try and get some scrolls again.
do? Okay. Where do you want to go?
Let's scroll back.
Anywhere that sells scrolls.
Okay. Let's see here. Gilmore's might have stuff, and then there's also the enchantment place that could also have them.
I'll go to the enchantment place and then I'll go to Gilmore's if they don't.
Okay, let me pull it up real quick. Come on, load please. Gosh dang it.
He's
my
loading
stuff.
the scrolls.
I'm loading scrolls. Hang on, loading scrolls. That's the next Elder Scrolls game. It's just loading scrolls. It's just one giant load screen.
Oof.
I mean, isn't that what Skyrim is anyway? Anyway.
Oh, especially for
called
my-
out.
Console.
Yeah. Okay, so it's called Agatha's Augments. So you get in there. It's about 9. The shop just opened. You see a small gnome woman with like cotton candy blue hair, who's kind of just dawdling around the shop, just polishing armor sets, adjusting like sword cases, stuff like that.
In Gnomish, I will say, hello, how are you?
So she turns, she sees you. I'm fine, how are you? And she says it back in Gnomish.
Oh! I need some scrolls about... Well, how many do you have?
Well, it would be better if you told me how many you wanted.
How much for 10?
Here, come with me. And she goes over to the counter. You see a small, like, step stool that gets up to the counter. She walks up. The step stool is behind the counter now. And she starts doing some math on a scrap piece of paper. Are we talking magical or non-magical?
What does that mean?
Well, okay, so Anzu would know this. So you have to have special scroll paper and special ink to be able to make spell scrolls.
Right. Oh, is she asking me if I just want like regular scrolls for writing shit in?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I need magical ink and scrolls.
Oh, okay, yes. Give me one moment. And she comes off the step stool. She goes back. She grabs, you hear a bunch of like chattering and glass vials moving and just a general chaotic sounding shuffling. She comes back. She's got 5 rolls, like scroll rolls, in her hand, in her arms, and then you see that she's carrying in her mouth a like probably a vial about this big of ink that's like this faint blue. It like glows with like a faint blue energy. She puts them all down on the counter. That will be 50 gold.
And I'll kind of...
All right, thank you. This whole conversation was in Gnome, by the way. I assumed that you were also doing that.
Of course. And then, I think that's really all I needed. So, thank you very much. This will be great.
Thank you.
If you ever want to catch us fight, we're actually going to a tournament pretty soon in Noah.
Oh. Well, if I can find someone to cover my work here at the shop, I might.
Oh, I'll see you there. What was your name?
The name's on the sign.
What was the sign?
It's Agatha's Augments. Her name is Agatha.
I'm gonna walk out, close the door, and right before I do, I'm gonna give a little wink.
Okay. She blushes a little.
Oh.
All right. Does anyone else have any preparation before we leave?
Could I just go buy some healing potions?
Yes, I believe you can. I don't think Gilmore's is sold out yet.
They're
Just like
sold
a
out of
couple.
Superior.
Yeah, they're sold out of Superior.
Damn right they are.
That's fine.
Can I go ahead and write on all the scrolls before we get there? Or...
You won't have enough time to, like, enchant all the scrolls before you get there. You'll only probably be able to do, like, two or three.
3?
I would say
Three?
you'd have to skip a long rest in the night on the travel.
Oh, but if I do
Don't do
2, I'm
that.
okay.
Yeah, if you do 2, you can still have a long rest. Yeah,
I'll do
so,
2. I'll do
Thea,
2.
you go to Gilmore's. They have 4 greater healing potions in stock, and then 10 minor healing potions.
Okay.
We would have more, but, some eye patch wearing man came in and took all of them.
Sounds about right. Could I have maybe 5 of your minor healing potions and 2 of your greater, greater. I was like, which one?
Sure, yeah.
How much is that?
You see him pull out an abacus. Everyone's having to do math this episode. He starts shifting while the DM looks in the DMG but doesn't give a price guide to potions. You think the most bought item in the entire game, and they're like, no, we're not gonna give a price guide.
We should
to it."
write down
Maybe-
what Jacob says this time. Someone needs.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
maybe you should write
The
your
price
own little
is
guide.
Well, you know what? That would take initiative, and I rolled poorly.
10 gold a scroll, I'm remembering that.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, thank you. DM jokes.
I just remember like the
Oh, here we
starting
go.
with like 50 gold.
I look
Yeah.
like a total idiot because there is a price guide.
Oh no, Jacob. We have
Oh,
to cut this out.
Jacob.
It's based off rarity though,
have
which
to cut
kind of
this out.
irritates me. No, we don't have to cut
We
this
have to
out.
Cut this out, Jacob.
No, I don't
It's
want
too
to cut
late.
this out.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Anyway,
Pretty
minor healing potions are 50 gold each, and then greater healing potion will say, because you're a returning customer, we'll give you a discount, 250.
Appreciate it. That's not total, right?
Yeah, they're a piece, 250 a piece
Okay,
for the
makes sense.
graders.
Okay, so then that's... Gotta do math now.
So how many did you say of the minors?
5.
Okay, so that's 250, and then 3.
750, there we go.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, sounds
Cool.
great. I'll hand over 750 gold.
You guys have too much money that you can just be like, yeah, 750, yeah, sure, yeah.
Easy
Listen,
stuff.
I gave away
Hey,
some money.
We killed a
Okay.
fucking dragon, we deserve it.
That is a fair point. All right.
Did we ever hear back about that mine?
Animus sent a letter
Yeah, I sent a letter out.
about, I would say at this point it was almost 14 days ago because you guys were in Innistrad and you sent that letter before Innistrad.
Just waiting on that
So-
letter now.
It's been a little
Cool.
while.
It did have to. Well, the quickest it could get there was like you said was like a week or something, 8 days.
Yeah,
or something
so it should be returning around soon-ish. Probably by the time you guys get back
After
from
the
the tournament,
tournament?
it'll be there. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Does
I'm
anyone
guessing-
else
are
have any
those-
preparation?
Are those 2d4 plus 2, I'm guessing, maybe? Sure.
The minor,
Yeah, because the greater are 4d4 plus 4.
I believe so. Yes. Let me double
I'm
check.
just making sure, because I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's always good to check. Keeps the DM on his toes. Okay. Gosh dang it! I gotta mark this page. Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2 for the minors and 4d4 plus 4 for the graders, and then the superiors
Cool.
are 8d4 plus 8, and then supreme are 10d4 plus 20.
Cool.
And how much
Alright.
are those?
Supreme? Gosh dang it!
I'm just kidding. I saw you put away the book. I was
No, I'm
trolling
doing
you.
it. I'm doing it. Okay, so they're very rare, so that means that they are 5,000 to 50,000 gold.
For what?
Ah.
Guys, we have a new dump for our money.
What is
What?
it?
Right.
And supreme healing potions are 5,000 gold
Oh,
apiece.
good.
But
Yeah.
what?
the
How,
low
like how
end.
much? How much
And
do
they
they
do
heal?
10d4
10d4 plus
20.
20.
Oh, wow.
I feel like
Wow.
that's not much.
What?
That's a lot.
I mean,
That's
it's a max
lot.
of it's a max of 60 HP for a potion.
The plus 20,
5,000? I mean,
that saves
I
your
mean-
life, and that brings you back into. That is like a.
That's
a
like
changing point. in a
that's like
tournament or
almost a
fight.
heal spell. I don't know if you know, like the heal spell it will heal you just like 70 hit points, like
yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
pretty
mine
much.
only does
sixth
like
level spell.
That's
20
almost
maybe.
max
This-
heal that you can get from something that isn't a very high level spell.
Yeah.
Yep.
But does anyone else have any more preparation to do?
I'm just going through my spells right now, so.
All
I'm just-
right.
I'll leave a note at the guild hall and telling them to come support us and watch.
Funny
us.
you should mention that. As you guys are packing up and getting ready to leave, you see on the horizon of the street, you see this large cart that is currently wheeling in. The horses are dragging pretty slow. There's 4 horses, and they're just dragging this cart. And you see your guild members. You see Turk, Soph, Rupert, and Garnash, and Rick.
His
All
name
of
is
them.
Rex, not Rick.
Rex. Sorry.
Yeah. Rude.
Oh
Rick.
my goodness.
Guys, do
Ready
you
to
realize
give you
how
that
many
character
names
so
I
you
have to
can-
remember? My name's not.
So sad.
Hey, it's Rick from the Flagon Slayers.
Good
I
old
mean-
Rick.
I mean, he's a human, so he
we
could
don't
have
need
that
a
very
Ranger
generic.
Rick here, Jacob.
No offense to anyone named Rick out there. This is more for the fact that it's not a fantasy name. That's all.
How is it not? The main character of Walking Dead is named Rick.
That is not a fantasy D&D thing.
Are zombies real? Didn't think so.
Jacob, we don't know
Anyway.
that. We haven't gone through the zombie apocalypse yet, Jacob. All right.
Fair enough. But Rick has. Anyway.
Oh my god.
So, they're all returning. You see them battered and beaten. Some of their swords chipped. Garnash's gun is broken in half.
Oh no.
But you know, they're successful, and they see you as you're leaving the city and them coming in. Garnash waves to you. Hail!
Hey.
How
Should
where are we off to? Another epic quest?
Sort of. Got
see-
a tournament.
You see Garnash has like a giant welt, one of his eyes is swollen shut.
Oh,
Like
jeez.
he's missing one of his teeth.
Oh,
His
no.
ear has got a chunk missing out of it. He's got a giant scar now from like the front of his forehead all the way down his head. Everybody else is pretty beaten up, but no one's got like giant scar marks and anything. It looks like Garnash kind of got up close and personal with this thing.
Good old Garnash, really protecting the other members. What a
Yeah.
champion.
Well,
He's the best.
we fought, as you can see, this overgrown chicken. And now we're going to cook it, eat it, and then drink until we can't drink anymore.
Sounds like a great time. You should definitely do that.
And you see all of them just kind of just all drained. We took the bird as payment. We thought it was fitting of the guild to not take too much money from the townspeople.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since
Makes
we can sell this meat for a fortune. Also,
That's
the
a good
feathers I
idea.
hear have magical properties, so we might want to talk to one of the local magic vendors in town, and we can get some.
Magic.
Oh, I see. I've piqued your
Garnish.
interest.
Did someone say magic?
I did.
Oh my god.
Oh, we have a dragon head too. Imagine all the possibilities we could do with both of them together.
How long have you had that dragon head?
Oh, it's been hanging there for a couple days. It's rotting. Oh,
I know someone that can get that stuffed for us.
I would love that.
That's a good.
And we'll mount this head too, and you see it's a bird. It's just like a bird with like the tongue sticking out,
Kind of-
beak open.
Point at the dragon head that's like only 2 feet off the ground. I'm like, could you also raise it?
I think I could get that done.
Okay, thank you.
Hey,
And then I'll stare at Rupert. We need the guild brands. When are you gonna do that, little boy?
I will talk to the brothers tomorrow because I currently have this, and you see his leg, like part of his thigh is just like slashed. You can see the bone underneath his leg. They did not have a healer with them, so it's not like they could heal that.
We need to get.
All
another
right.
healer.
Well, Andrew's gonna gag.
You see, it's not yet rotted, but it's like it's getting close. It's there might be some issues soon.
Ew. Oh god, I'm gonna give him one of my fucking greater healing potions just because I can't waste any spells today.
Yeah,
oh wait, no,
I'll
it's
just-
not. No, we're just traveling today, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, are
Dang
we?
it,
As
I was
far as we
preparing all
know.
my spells. Then I'll fucking cast Cure Wounds on him at
Thank you.
3rd level and just say I did it. Do I need to
Awesome.
roll? Do you care?
Do we
No,
hear some nice
no,
bone
it's just a label.
poppage as it's
You,
setting
you
itself?
hear like a little bit of cracking and resetting, and then the skin
Ooh,
begins
beautiful.
to close. But
Harley.
yeah, he's
Ooh,
fine. He
nice.
starts kicking his leg out. It seems to be fine. Oh, I could have taken care of that, but thank you. I will go talk to the brothers tomorrow, and I am going to go drink now. And then Rupert just goes into the guild hall. You see the others kind of shuffle in. Garnash kind of stays behind, and he looks you guys over. So, you said there's a tournament?
Mhm.
Why were we not invited?
You are invited?
Well, it's not like we can go now.
Oh, yes, you could.
The men are a little, I would say tired, to say the least.
Well, why don't
Makes
you travel
sense.
tomorrow and then watch us compete?
We also haven't really
Make
seen
a-
you
you know,
guys
A
in
big
like
banner?
3 weeks.
Well, I believe it was
That's
only 2, but semantics.
Mhm.
Well, I can regale you with the story of us hunting down this rock all day, but I think you have a place to be.
I'd love to hear it when we get back.
If you do come, bring the flag and the pole.
I don't think I can
Agreed.
bring the pole. That would
It's
take
in the
major
building.
construction, but
Well, give it a good polish then.
oh, Soph will be right on that. But
Keep an eye on him, Garnash. Last time he didn't exactly follow orders when it came to the pole.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
glare at Soph.
I will make sure the guild is in ship shape when you return, sir.
I'm
All
gonna look at Soph and be like,
He's just gonna look at you, and he's just gonna.
I'll glare at Rupert. Add a star to that brand that we wanted.
I had a star.
I will see if they will do that.
They will do that.
Okay.
Oh, and then I'll toss them all 10 gold because we just got like 80,000.
They all accept it. A few more excited than others. You see Turk is he's just drained. Like, he is so tired. He is so
Oh.
like, he is not used to this sort of work. He's more of a go into a town, perform for a little while, and then run away before anyone catches you kind of guy.
But he got 10 gold.
He did. And rock me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, they fought a
Alright.
rock.
They fought a rock.
Yeah.
Oh,
That makes
I
sense.
don't even know what that is.
It's a
It's a
giant
giant
Big
bird.
bird.
It's a big
It's just
boy.
a giant
ROC?
bird. ROC, yeah.
Yeah.
Could they smell what it was cooking?
I don't know. They might have been able to.
Jacob, before we head off, I'll just wait and pull Garnash aside as everyone's kind of parting separate ways.
Mhm.
Garnash, I was wondering if you could do me a favor, if it's possible for you to help me out.
Of course.
You remember when we spoke of Navarne?
Yes, it's hard to forget when you speak of him.
Yeah. I don't suppose there's any way there's an ability to find him, or...
In my experience, you don't find him. He finds you.
And why would he find me?
Stranger things have happened.
That's true. I can explain like 20 different things that have happened in this week that are more strange than Navarne popping out of nowhere, so... Well, if you could try to figure something out, just any information from when you knew him back in the day that may help me going forward, just whenever you see me next.
I'll reach out to some of my contacts, see what I can find out.
Alright, thank you, Karnesh.
Of course.
And then I'll
Now, if you excuse me, the boys deserve a drink.
Yes, you guys do.
Yes, they do.
Enjoy that drink.
All right. So, for the sake of ease, we're just going to say that you guys travel the day, mainly because I want to get to this tournament. The audience wants to get to this tournament, and we had a whole episode last week that was just filler to get to the tournament.
Yes.
So, without
Quit blue
objection,
balling us.
is everyone okay with that?
Absolutely. Let's
All right.
go.
Yeah, baby!
All right, so you guys travel for the better part of the day, heading south to what used to be the ruined city of Onoa. It is now apparently a tournament ground. Thea, you know a little bit about this place because it is between. So Singorn is like to the east of Onoa. Onoa is actually close to the woods that border Singorn.
Uh-oh. It's home.
So, just for reference, so let's see here. Onoa is here. Then there's a mountain range, and then it's the woods that are near Singorn. So it's literally like over this mountain range, you'd be in Singorn territory or Elf territory.
Over the
Do we
hills.
know
to the
anything about
woods.
Singorn?
What was that?
No, but never mind.
Something about Singorn?
He was
The thing
asking
that-
Yeah, no, I just...
about it.
Any
Oh.
You were gonna burn it
We have-
down?
any
I was gonna
flames?
say
that.
Any
What's that?
flames coming from that direction?
Nope,
Yeah.
no fire.
No
So,
fire? Cool.
You guys take watch. Everything's fine. No real issue. You do notice, though, as you guys are heading out from Amon and your whole travel, there is a group behind you and a group in front of you. And you guys are all traveling the same road. Eventually, as the sun's setting, you guys catch up to the group that was in front of you. This is the Slayer's Take group that Felix alluded to earlier.
Bunch of pussies.
Well, one of them is a
No.
cat.
Yes.
Good one.
They're camped down. You recognize Felix and Rosella, but everyone else you have either never seen before, or you've seen them, but you've never really talked to them.
Even me.
Even you, yeah, that's who I was talking to specifically,
Oh.
actually.
I was like, I don't think I even know them.
So, you guys see with Felix and Rosella, you also see a dwarf, a dragonborn, he is blue specifically, a Goliath, and a human are sitting with them, all kind of different armors, and they all seem like friends, kind of old friends. They all seem, besides Rosella, they're all probably in their mid to late 40s, which for an adventuring party is pretty old. And that scales. So, like, the dwarf in his mid to late 40s is like 200 something. Anyway, but yeah, so scale it properly, and you'll
You're saying they're middle-aged.
yeah.
You're calling
they-
Anzu old.
You call yourself an old man,
Obviously.
He does not.
but yeah, that is what you see, and they're kind of all just sitting there by the fire, sharing stories and drink. And you guys, I'm assuming, are still traveling. Are you going to go beyond them, or are you going to camp with them or near them?
I would rather keep distance, but
Yeah, I kind of want to just get there.
What kind of a terrain are we traveling through right now?
It's like lowlands, so it's like if a heavy rain hit here, it would be kind of a marshy area. Think like southern Louisiana sort of style, but less swampy.
Okay.
Oh, gross. All right.
Maybe less racist.
But yeah. So you guys want to just keep traveling?
Yeah, I'll just give them a wave as we go by.
Felix nods out of acknowledgement. Rosella has her back to you guys, so she
Yeah.
can't see you, so she's not freaking out.
Jacob, did you say there was another Goliath running?
There is a Goliath amongst them, yes.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, Lochnar
Yep.
tries to he tries
Yeah.
to seem small and not Goliathy,
Yes.
and he does
Ma-
he's best at not making eye contact.
Make a performance check, Lochnar.
Who's coming?
Not a stealth?
Not a stealth check. This is all performance.
He sucks for his roll. Oh shit!
Okay, he's okay. He's got.
By the
this.
way, I'm basically playing on a love seat. That's my
Awesome.
bad.
Love seat of D&D.
10.
10. Yeah, you kind of duck down in the cart. You don't look, and you notice he is currently probably way too drunk to notice that you're a Goliath or that you're even there. He's just having fun with his old friends. But yeah, you successfully performed your way out of being spotted.
Okay.
Are Goliaths like territorial with each other or some shit? Why does
You don't know why Lochner's doing that.
every time I see a Goliath with another Goliath, they always have to fight each other?
Well, to be fair, you've only
Why they say
seen
hello?
Lochnar with other Goliaths, so it could just be a Lochnar thing.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Lochnar and be like, do you know him?
Shut up. Shut up.
You just seem like you have an issue. Do you know him? Or are you trying to avoid it?
Oh, talking to me.
All right, so you guys continue on. Are you guys going to travel through the night, or are you going to eventually camp for your long rest?
Camp.
Okay. So you guys get a few more miles in before you take your rest. And I'll just say this area is not very dangerous. It's been cleaned out by multiple different militaries, the Elf one and the Amon one. There are no more bandits in this area. But yeah, you guys are fine.
Cool.
So?
We're gonna camp?
yeah.
Okay. So you guys camp, you rest. Nothing eventful happens. The other group that was behind you when you were coming out of Amon never came through the area, so you didn't see them or anything.
Jacob,
You wake up. Yeah.
can I look for mushrooms or plants
This guy.
I love when we do
real
this.
quick?
Jacob's like,
We're in
I'm
a
gonna
marsh.
punish you
This is-
now.
this is
We were
different.
supposed to get there in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
You can look. Yeah, sure, whatever.
I
Make a
rolled
nature check.
I rolled a natural 19, so...
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So you
24.
look around. You get into some of the more swampy, kind of wet areas. The mosquitoes buzz around you as you continue in,
Yum.
until you eventually do find this small purple mushroom that's dotted with white dots,
Okay.
and it's like a nice like toadstool cap with like white dots on it.
Alright. Do I know what it does?
With that high of a nature check, I would say you probably know at least a little bit.
Alright.
So this is called the nightshade mushroom.
Ooh.
It produces when you use, you can make it into a poison that is very potent. But yeah,
Okay. How many are there?
just one. It's big. It's like one big mushroom.
Okay. Sweet. I'm gonna pick that carefully.
Okay.
And then join the...
You're probably gonna want to wash your hands.
Yeah, I would assume I know these things.
Yeah.
I will probably pick it with a bag, so I'll take a little piece of cloth and I'll just kind of like pick it like that.
Yeah.
Tie it up. And...
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. Hold on. 13.
All right. So as you pick it up, the white dots burst,
Oh.
and you see spores just fly everywhere, and they fly into your nose. A few of them.
Oh.
You take.
Damn.
Starting out strong.
You do hate to see that. Well, I want
You
to
take 22 points of poison damage from inhaling these spores.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna go sit by the campfire and go to sleep then.
But you have the mushroom. You were able to harvest it. But it goes into your nose, and you just feel it burn all the way into your lungs, and your lungs feel like they're on fire. And you just begin coughing and sneezing relentlessly.
Nice sinus infection.
Okay. So is anyone taking a watch, or is it like still early in the night?
Probably about 7 or 8.
I'm gonna go back
The
to...
sun
I mean,
gets
I can
to
take 2 of them,
I'm gonna go
and
back to
then
the
I just need 1.
I'll take the first watch.
Hey, Thea. Thea. I was wondering if you could help me out real quick. This doesn't feel great. I'm not gonna lie. Made a mistake.
What'd you do?
We don't need to talk about it.
No, what'd you do?
I picked a mushroom and it exploded in my face.
Oh, it's finally coming back to bite you, huh?
I have the mushroom, so at least I have it.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll can't remember. I just want to make sure I'm casting the right one. Or I guess, is he poisoned or anything, or is it just like?
It seems like it was a
Poison
one-time thing, and once he coughed and
Okay.
sneezed enough, it was
Then we'll do Cure Wounds 2nd level. You know,
Alright.
just real quick.
So I can have an easy sleep. Jacob, I'd also like to
Yeah.
do something real quick. I'm gonna
Okay.
take 4 cloths out of my bag, and I want to cast Good Berry 4 times.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm gonna have 10 small bags of, or 4 small bags with 10 berries each, and each berry gives back 1 HP. So if you eat a handful of berries, yeah. So I'm gonna have those 4. And then I'm just going to put them in my bag. And they last for 24 hours. It's not concentration or anything.
Yep.
Alright.
All right. So the watches go by without a hitch. Braun, one thing that you do see when you take your first rest around probably 11, the moon is starting to crest. That caravan that was behind you guys is now rolling through on the road.
We need to beat them.
It's multiple figures. It looks to be about 6. They're all cloaked. They're all kind of keeping to themselves. No one's talking. Nothing. They're just riding through.
Okay.
You do see on the figure who is leading the cart, you see a large what looks kind of like a giant, I would say kind of like a giant hammer basically, but in a sword shape on his back. And then you see on the side like this thin gleam as the moonlight catches. It's just a hilt, and then you see a gleam off the light of the moon.
The fucking
Yeah.
clasp. They sent their own damn group. They should
God
know better, man. They should know better. They're gonna.
damn it. The
Daddy's
clasp.
taking off the belt. Daddy's taking off the belt.
Jeez Louise. You can't kill anyone, Anzu. That's one of the
I mean,
rules.
We'll talk about it.
And
We don't talk about the rules.
murder is always an option.
It is not in the tournament, but okay.
It is.
It's not.
Maybe
It is literally a
Not a
rule.
good option.
I mean, rules are made to be broken.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Are we just gonna go in there and just kill people first round?
Just
Yeah.
murder
Start
homemade.
slaughtering them.
Guys, murder's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But they continue on. They pay you no mind. The rest of the night passes uneventfully. You awaken to the sun rising, and you guys know you're probably about 5 or 6 hours out. But yeah, so you guys continue traveling.
I would like to. Zygon has to pee. He's gonna go off by himself for a second.
All right, and I assume that Anzu is doing his stretches.
Yes.
All right. So, Zygon, you relieve yourself, and
Okay. And while I'm off by myself,
okay.
There was
I'd
always
like
a
to take
but.
out one of those. I'd like to take out one of those stone wizard heads and one of those potions.
Okay.
Fucking weirdo.
And then I'm going to pour the potion onto the stone head.
Okay. You
What
see
happened?
the stone begin to crumble off as skin is revealed. The mouth actually, as it's reanimating, starts to kind of twitch a little, and then it
Ooh,
stops.
ugh.
But yeah, you now have a unpetrified head in your hand.
No.
Okay. I'm going to use my packed weapon,
Okay.
but I want it to be a dagger. I just want it to be a dagger. I don't want to use
Yep.
them all.
So just you have a
Yeah,
suddenly
cut out
a
the
dagger
tongue.
appears. Yep.
And then I'm going to throw it on the tome.
Okay. You have to like nail it on if you wanna you have to somehow stick it on there.
Shit.
I mean, wouldn't there already be a nail in it?
Yeah, surely.
previous,
Surely I could just
yeah.
like.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
You
that.
can do some nice swapping here. But yeah, now you have a new
Yeah.
tongue in your tome.
And I would like to read it. And what is it? What is it? What spells are there?
Right. Let me pull out the book. So, let me see. This wizard was a level 6 wizard,
Nice. Not bad.
which means they had 3 third level spells, 2 second level spells. Okay. So, you got your standards, you got your fire bolts, you got your normal cantrips. I'll let you even pick the cantrip list, I don't care. And then you've got some higher level stuff. Jump is in there. Knock, invisibility, lightning bolt, locate object, mage hand is one of the cantrips, but it's always fun. Mage armor, magic missile. Let's see here.
Got everything.
Meld into stone, which irony, and major image. It appears that this wizard was either into transmutation or illusion-based magics.
Cool. And then, actually, while I'm at it, I guess I'll just pour the. Actually, no, I don't. I'm gonna save those. I'm gonna save them.
Okay, what do you do with the head?
Feed it the cube. Cube needs food.
Nah, I'm gonna drop kick it into the box.
It launches.
Oh man,
Yep.
that's the greatest.
Sounds
All
about
right.
right.
Yep. And then he's gonna come back.
Yep. It took Zygon a while to relieve himself, but he's back now.
I'm gonna give him a suspicious look.
The sus.
You having some
Can I
problems
help
down
you?
there, bro?
Yeah. You know, I'm a little nervous about the tournament. What can I say?
All right. So you guys continue
Okay.
going. You're getting lower and lower. The altitude is lowering, until eventually you guys are on top of a ridge, and you see the Osmond Sea laid out in front of you.
Ooh.
And then sitting in this basin, it looks like this ridge like encompasses the city. You see a pretty large city that has seemingly sprung up out of nowhere. You guys haven't heard about this place for a while, but there are buildings. It looks like there's a fish market. There are it I would say is comparable in size to Western. It is
Oh,
like,
Really?
yeah, it is that big. But on the shoreline, so everything else is kind of built inland, but on the shoreline, there's this giant coliseum that towers over the landscape. And you can see it is built like into the Osmond Sea. So it might partially be underwater. It might partially, like, they might have built structure or built land to house the Coliseum, but it looks like it was added prior or before a few days ago. Like it looks pretty new. You also don't know of any creature that could build something that fast. Even a well-coordinated team of dwarves, it would take months to build a coliseum this large. And think like size-wise, think probably like, I would say the Roman Colosseum is comparable. It's large.
oh, damn. That's impressive. Cool. I guess we just keep going.
All right.
Head towards it.
So you guys
Well
move
done.
in. The city is full of multiple different people. You see some dragonborn, you see elves, you see humans. It looks like every race is pretty much represented here. You even see some people that their skin is different shades of red or different shades of blue or green or white. But they look otherworldly. Like, have any of you ever run into... Oh, yeah, you have, actually. So, Lochnar, you see one that is red-skinned, and you notice that he kind of looks similar to that guy you annihilated in the pit that one time. You
The
guys...
fired.
Yeah, you guys notice that there are genasi in this city, which is
Oh.
very uncommon
Ooh,
in
Genasi
this
is
part of
so
the
cool.
world. You also notice these small little dragon men that are kind of running around.
Kobolds.
Kobolds. You also see goblins. This city is full of normally creatures that you would consider monsters, but they're living in a society. The kobolds are wearing clothes and are functioning in society. Some of them own businesses, but this whole place is like a haven for underrepresented or underappreciated citizenry.
Big
I
fan.
almost wonder
Big
if the Cobalt
We live in a
Conservatory
society.
sent a team here, and if Richter's fighting, because we'd be fucked if he is.
Richter is not a kobold.
I know, but like, what if they sent a team?
He
to
said the Cobalt Conservatory.
Oh,
Yeah.
if the conservatory sent a team.
They don't have many
No,
people left.
they're a little bit in shambles right now. They
I
can't.
know,
do
yeah,
a
that's what I was
team.
thinking too. Is that they're in a big rebuilding process.
Normally, Anzu, you do remember when you first started the college, when there were magic competitions, you would send the brightest students to compete. But this doesn't necessarily fall in the purview of the school.
Right.
But yeah, there's people of all different races. You also see Tritons, which are mer people. They're here. It looks like they run the fishing industry. The whole thing is just very kind of shocking to see this many different races in one area. But you guys continue on. You eventually do get to the Colosseum, and you see these figures that are clad in heavy breastplate armor. With the armor itself, it looks like a lion roaring. So like the eyes are the chest plate, the abdomen is like the mouth open wide. They wear helmets that simulate a lion's mane. Very lion-based iconography here. All of it is pure gold. Their entire armor set is made out of gold. But you see a few different carts that have been like parked essentially in this area, and you see a bunch of different groups that are kind of waiting around in line trying to get in. You also see off to the side, like a few, I would say probably 30, 40 yards away, there's a line of people that are currently filing into the Coliseum.
Wow. Don't we have to find, don't we have to like go check in our weapons and shit like that?
Yeah,
Does it
that's
look
what
like there's
these
anywhere to
that's
go?
what these groups are doing that are waiting in
Oh,
line.
okay, cool.
Are we allowed to go into the, like, is there a way to just go in and look at the fighting area without having to check
No.
in first, or do you have to check
No.
in?
Unless you're a spectator.
No, thank you.
All right, so one group, you see this group, it is all kobolds, all clad in different armors, and they have all registered, and they shuffle into the arena,
Yeah.
and then the clerk that is that was waiting on them is now ready for you, so he motions for you all to come over.
Let's do it.
Hello all, are we here to register?
Yes.
He's a human man, probably in his mid-30s.
Mhm.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, pale white. Looks like he hardly ever sees the sun. When you roast yourself, it feels bad. Anyway,
oh, this is Jacob.
it's not me,
It's
but it
Jacob.
could be.
His name is Jacoby.
It's Jacob with a K. No, no. He
It's
does.
Jacob with a K.
It's not. I just was describing him, and then I realized, oh, wait a second.
Yeah, you do look like that sometimes. Most
Yeah.
of the time.
Most of the
Always.
time. The sun is evil. The sun is evil, is what I'm saying.
No, it's pretty good for you, Jacob.
Anyway, he's just waiting for you guys. Who is going to enter you all into the tournament? Is there a name? Did you do the quick registration? Did you receive the registration letter?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
That's a hint.
What? The Flagon Slayers with an F?
Yes.
All right.
Big one.
So he goes back to this large there's like this large table that has different sheets that are kind of laid across it. He starts looking. You see him kind of pass through another dude. He kind of passes around him. He grabs the sheet. Yes, it appears that you are all registered. One team of 6 and then 2 teams of 3.
Correct.
All right. Are there any magical weapons you would like to declare that we would need to examine?
Yes.
Yes.
I think we'll go
Yeah.
one at a time. Animus, do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start. I'm gonna just hand my staff. I mean,
All right.
Oh,
You see,
my ability
Quick thing,
to
Jacob.
cast magic.
Yeah.
never got the stats on that angel sword that I was given.
oh, that angel sword? Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not gonna be able to use that.
Well, I
It's
mean,
necrotic. It's necrotic in nature. You won't be able to use
okay,
it anyway.
well, that's fine.
Yeah. It
Just a
does.
refresher,
So
what-
the angel sword that so Giant's Bane probably doesn't need to be examined, Lochnar.
okay, I'm just,
Yeah, you're fine.
you know, for the
Yeah.
viewers, just a quick refresher of like what they're
He just
what they're
tosses this
allowing.
fucking like 8
Oh,
foot
okay.
sword at
Yeah.
them.
So the rules basically
What
there's
about
certain
Flamnar?
there's certain Flamnar is also cool. But there are certain spells that cannot be used. Magical weapons have to be examined before the group is allowed in. If they are deemed that they cannot use them, and they do use them in combat, they will be disqualified from the tournament. And Thea, is there anything else I'm missing?
I don't. Where did my book? I don't know. I lost my notes.
If it comes up, it'll come up. It'll be fine.
Oh, they're right here. Yeah.
Anyway,
No, that's pretty much it.
that's pretty much it. But he examines all your weapons. You see him casting Identify and everything you hand him. Zygon, are you gonna hand him the mace or the maul?
No, I wasn't even gonna try it.
Okay.
But I was going to use just do a pact greatsword, hand it
Okay.
to him if that's possible.
Yeah, you mime like you're pulling your sword from your back, and then it appears in your hand as you're pulling it, and you hand it to him. He identifies it. He gives you a strange look.
I'm gonna wink at him.
I would suggest be careful with this one. I think you'll be okay though.
You think?
You should be. If you have a problem, just tell them to talk to me.
What's your name?
It's David.
Good old David.
Jacoby. Okay.
Jacoby, that's right.
No. Anyway.
As long as we're all on the same page, it's Jacoby.
But for future reference, Braun, that angel sword you got, it does divine and necrotic damage at the same time.
Okay.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
Interesting.
I'll get you the stat sheet later. But
Okay.
yeah.
So if we
anything
don't
else
plan
to
on
declare?
using it, we don't have to sit it down.
If you do not plan on using the magical weapon, if you already know that it would most likely be disqualified anyway, that's fine. But if you
Just
do
don't
use it
use
in the
it.
tournament and we didn't examine it, you can get a penalty or you can get disqualified. So just be mindful.
I'm gonna
Sounds
put my
good,
alchemy
thanks.
jug and my tome of stilled tongue on the table just to be safe.
I'm gonna put my staff on my back and just kind of leave it there.
So, Zygon, tomes are not magical weapons.
Just to be safe, you know.
Okay,
If I can get David's okay.
okay.
What if I beat somebody over the head with it?
Yeah. It's thick. It's a big book. The jug, he doesn't even examine. He kind of just he looks at you. You can have your drink while you're in there.
I
And
get
then
thirsty. I work up a sweat.
you see him go to identify the tome, and the tome, the tongue begins to move as he's identifying it, and then you just hear this like blood curdling scream that comes from the face that's on the cover, and then you see his magic fizzle, and he takes
No.
6 points
Shit.
of psychic damage.
Oh no.
You see him start to rub his eyes. Yeah, that's not allowed. I would not.
No?
I would furthermore put that away before anyone else sees it, because if that's what I think that is, you're lucky I'm not calling the authorities.
I'm gonna take out the box of madness. No, I'm kidding.
Rub it.
Imagine, dude.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going to put it in my bag of holding and say, okay, it's our little secret then.
I'm just gonna set down my lightning dagger and be like,
Honestly, there's probably a lot of things that people are trying to get through this, so like your thing is probably not the first weird thing they've seen today, Brady.
Probably, but I'm also slowly going to back away like that Homer Simpson meme. Into the
Going into the
Then sprints away.
bush.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of those kobolds back there. They brought a sphere of annihilation. They said that their master told them to use it. I don't know what that meant, but yeah, there's no way you're using that in here.
oh my god.
Fools.
Crazy.
Well, you know, kobolds have their good qualities and their bad qualities, and one of the bad qualities is that they aren't super great with magic. So,
Yes, I did run into him
Love
when I was a
that.
child. He threw a bee in a jar at me.
a bee in a jar. Never
Bee
heard
in a
that
jar.
one.
Magical.
Bees?
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 Bees.
Bees?
What?
The bees!
I was wondering. If you guys don't have anything else to check, you can go on in. We'll have one of our squires park your horses and take care of them.
Or Pegasi.
Is the Pegasus with you? I assume that.
No.
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 It's probably
We
too big
would've-
of a commotion.
We would have left him.
They.
It was him.
Him.
It was
But,
him.
Yeah.
We would left him
Easy.
back. We haven't named him yet either.
I'm gonna give Corduroy a kiss.
It seems like
We'll
this
say
horse
goodbye.
is one of the only things that understands you, Zygon.
I'm assuming my staff is cleared, Jacob, right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, cool.
I'm
It's
gonna say
necrotic,
goodbye to
though.
Sugar Daddy.
He nods like,
Now be a
I'll
good
just
boy.
kind of nod at Butch.
Butch. Butch just.
Good old Butch.
All right, so you guys go in. You see another man. He is now. You see him wearing griffin armor. It looks as though there's levels to these armor sets. He looks you up and down. He's got an old, like white mustache that's kind of like handlebar-y, you know, like one of those twiddly mustaches that the hipsters wear that they put the wax in to make them all like stand and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Sorry. He is missing an eye. He's got a giant scar that runs across his face. Bald, and you see like scars are just like there's like pock marks and scratches and just all over his head. This guy's seen a lot of combat.
Does he have an eye patch though?
He does not have an eye patch. He's just
Sucker.
yeah. True. True.
That looks weak to me.
He says, are we who is competing in what event?
Well, I'm obviously an intelligent.
Oh yes, of course, sir.
Oh,
The intelligence trial is that way.
oh no.
Start walking there.
Okay.
Hey, Locknar.
And he just
Locknar.
leaves.
Locknar starts walking that way.
Locknar.
Okay.
Locknar.
Anzu gets in front of you, Lochnar, as he begins to walk to it.
I'm gonna tap on Locknar's shoulder.
Okay, you have to jump up to tap him on the shoulder, but
I'm
yeah.
gonna tap on his back a little. Hey.
Okay, you get the small of his back, like right
Make
above
a
his
strength
butt.
check for jumping.
Locknar, can we can I borrow that amulet that we talked about because I'm doing the Constitution test?
Oh, that's right. Locknar dumb. Locknar, my bad. He handed off.
All right.
Thanks, Locknar.
So Animus, you now have a +5 to your Constitution.
Sweet.
All right. So the small gnome is going to the intelligence. Who is doing the dexterity? That one is the most pressing. It's about to start. You get moving, and he points you straight into the stadium, like just the walkway straight
Okay.
to the stadium.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna yell, "Don't fuck up!" as he leaves.
Is the amulet a?
Flip him off over my
It's
shoulder.
+4.
Well, is it one of the things that I have to have?
Was it +4? My bad.
Yeah.
Is it
What do you mean?
a whatchamacallit? Is it a
You have to
tune?
attune.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get rid of, just for everyone's sake, I'm gonna unattune for my dark vision goggles.
All right.
Oh.
And who's good at lifting heavy things? And he looks straight at you, Lochnar. He says, "I think it's you."
Gave it away.
The rippling muscles.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah.
He points you in the direction of the strength trial.
I hope this is worth the time because every other like strength trial, whatever thing I've come across has been pretty easy.
Oh, I assure you, my lord has made no exception. Who is doing the wisdom trial? All right, yes, you, young lady. Second door on the right.
Okay, I'll go.
All right, now you two, and he points to you, Zygon, and Animus, since you two are the only two left.
I
He
give him a
points.
smile.
He points to you, Zygon.
Oh.
That smile tells a lot, young man. Charisma.
You're damn right.
Second door on the left, and that leaves you, my feathered friend.
I'm gonna walk up to him with my 4 feet 11. Yes, that would be me. I'm doing the Constitution.
Yeah, you are. Third door on the left.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys get to your respective trials. You kind of size up. This is not all 20 teams. There's only 6 teams here. The other 14 have already competed.
Oh damn. Okay.
Oh, shit.
And right now,
How are we so late?
you're not late. It's more like they entered early. Some of them got here a few days earlier, and Gold Fleece, in his infinite wisdom, believed that it would be fine if they competed and qualified beforehand in order to get more buzz around the tournament. Also, it brings more money into the town if these groups are stuck here waiting on their results.
So now those
Classic
groups
gold
get to
police.
watch us fight and scope us out, but we don't know anything about them.
Well, we're in a room.
Unfortunately, yes.
Technically, we're in a room right now, so they don't see us for this part.
But when we get out there, they will.
What?
Yeah, so all of you, there are different griffin armor-clad soldiers in your rooms, and they gather you, the 6 of you, together. And this is the general speech they give. Okay, so the dexterity competition is first, followed by strength, then wisdom, then intelligence, then constitution, and finally charisma. Now, in between competitions, if our group is not competing, you will be taken into a special box in the stands to where you can watch your allies compete in their events. If you would not wish to see your allies compete and instead prepare, that is fine, you may stay here. But if not, please come with me. And they begin going up a staircase.
I'll go.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I'll go watch.
Okay, are any of you not going? That's probably a better question.
Zygon.
Zygon, you're just going to sit and wait for probably like 4 hours?
All right, I'll go.
Okay, okay.
Makes sense.
So, Braun, your experience is a little different from your compatriots. So, you get out there and you see an obstacle course has been set out on the tournament floor. You see it begins with like a jungle gym sort of thing where you're having to do bars. You
American Ninja Warrior.
Essentially, yes. However, when it gets about halfway, half of the stadium is underwater. At least the ground is, and the second half is underwater the entire time.
Oh.
So half of it just has like a thin layer of water, and then the other half is like deep water.
There is not a no. There's ground, and
half
then it
dry,
just,
half. Okay.
yeah, half dry, half wet.
I didn't like that.
But it's a general. It is very much an obstacle course. Now you do see that there are intersections, or not intersections. There are branching pathways, and you see the first one. It's a sprint, and then it splits into 2 paths with monkey bars.
Mm-hmm.
And you see some of them are spaced closer together, and the other one, it's spaced further apart. So instead of doing one arm over the other, you're going to have to actually swing forward, but it's shorter. And they let you examine the course before you run it. But essentially, you see these 2 paths are divided into a longer one that is safer and a shorter one that is more dangerous. Or
So,
harder to navigate.
Technically speaking, the dice checks are harder on the shorter one.
No, yes.
Okay.
But they gather the 6 of you together. Let's see here. You see a small kobold that has like arm wraps over his hands. You see as he's kind of examining and cracking his knuckles, the knuckles on his hands are bruised and battered, like he's been in many fights. You see an elf clad in the armor of Singorn. He's kind of just stretching and kind of just loosening up. And he takes off his bow, he lays it down, and then he just starts stripping down to the clothes he wears under his armor. You also see from the Slayer's take the human that was with them, the kind of older human male. He is there, and then you see green-skinned, long, pointy ears, slightly bulbous nose, pretty small, probably around a little short, in between Anzu and Animus size, a goblin who is waiting to compete. And then you see another, you see a tiefling male, and then you see a genasi woman, but she is not a water genasi, she's an air genasi. So you're not at a weird disadvantage here. But he lines you all up. All right, so right now, 14 different groups have competed. The qualifying time in order to knock one of them out is, let me pull up how long this should take. If you, let me see here. I have the math. I did math, guys.
Oh, good job, Jacob.
Ooh. Wow.
Thank you. I am amazing when it comes to the math. It should take you about a minute is the par time right now, but if you can do it under that, you will most likely be able to qualify your team. So Braun, in technical terms, the short path, which is always the left path, by the way,
Okay.
just to make things simpler, the short path takes 5 seconds, but the long path takes 15. But if you fall, it adds 35 seconds to your time, and you would get past that obstacle, but it adds 35 seconds.
How many obstacles am I?
There are 6.
6. Okay.
So 6 times 15 is 100, and I had the math. What happened to it? It disappeared.
It went away.
It's 90 seconds, so it's a minute 30.
If I. went
If
the
you
whole
do-
long path.
If you went the whole long path, it'd be a minute 30. He explains, minute is a par time. If you go below that, you're most likely going to qualify. There are a few outliers, though. One man did it in 35 seconds, which is the fastest that we've seen anyone do. But it's up to you. You can take whatever path you want, and we're going one at a time. So, who would like to go first? You see the so you see the older Slayer's Take man begin to raise his hand, and you step forward, stating that you will go first.
Fuck yeah.
So you guys see, Braun is getting ready, limbering up a little, and then there's a large box that's in the center of the arena. And you see a man walk out on it, and the crowd begins to cheer. He has golden hair that flows down past his shoulders, and he's wearing very regal-looking clothes, like a kind of like Roman emperor style, like a purple sash with like a white toga underneath. And then you see a man step up to this microphone, and you see the microphone has these runes along it. Ladies and gentlemen, our Lord Goldfleece. And the crowd begins to cheer. He's a human, which is weird. You guys were expecting probably something different.
Yeah.
But the crowd begins to cheer as everyone claps and screams his name, Goldfleece, Goldfleece. And he just waves at the crowd, and then he comes up to the microphone. Everyone, I would like to thank you for attending the second day of qualifications for the tournament. And the crowd goes, ah! We will be beginning the dexterity competition shortly, and I would like to once again thank the competitors and remind them that this is for glory and honor, not bloodshed or treasure. And then he looks to you, Braun. Whenever you're ready, sir.
Alright, let's do this.
Crowd cheers. All right, Braun, I need you. Which path you taking?
Short.
for the first one. Short path. I need you to
Short.
roll a let's see. You can do we'll do a dex we'll just do a dex roll. Roll your dex. No, we'll do acrobatics. Acrobatics. This is all acrobatics, so this is an acrobatics check.
Okay. 18.
All right, so you begin going, you swing across one, you swing across two, and then you get to the third and final bar, and one of your hands slips, but you cling on. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That one-handed swing.
19.
Yes.
You recover shortly and then swing out. You run. You continue running. You see these two paths. One of them, it looks like it's different. You know the things that like karate people train with, and it like they hit one side and they like block. It's like those, but they're constantly spinning. One of them is the left path is much more cluttered than the right. Which way would you like to go?
Let's go left again.
Left. All right. So I need you to roll another acrobatics check.
Another 18.
Another 18. So you begin going. One of them smacks you in the ribs, and you keep trudging through, dodging a few here and there. I need you to make another dexterity saving throw.
Another 19.
All right. So you narrowly dodge one as it's coming straight for your head. You duck under it, Matrix style, and then you run through to the next trial. You're barely saving these, by the way.
I know. Like, I'm getting two numbers. I've been rolling these dice the whole time. I tried them separate, and it's just...
All right. So, you continue going. This next one, you see these different hoops that you're going to have to jump through, and you have to spring off trampolines to get through them, left or right. So the right one, the distance is shorter. The left one, the distance is further, and they're a little bit smaller, so you're going to have to probably dive through and contort yourself.
Okay. I'm feeling lucky. Going for the short one again.
All right. Roll a acrobatics check.
All right. Let's get some double digits. That'll work. That's a 22.
All right, so you narrowly dodge through. You're starting to gain your footing. You get through all three of them, no problem. Next trial. There is a diving board, and you have to jump off and dive into the water before you can see what the next thing is.
Okay. So, how does that work with boots of water walking on?
You can choose to not activate them. Yeah.
Okay. Just double
like,
checking. Make sure I don't hit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing the short one again.
All right. So you dive in. You see, there's these two cylinders that you have to swim through. One of them has a shark in it. The other one has 3 sharks in it.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Make a dexterity or make an acrobatics check.
That's a 18 again.
18. All right, so you begin to go through here, dodge one of the sharks, and they're like in self-contained tanks. So it's like one section, second section, third section. So you get through 2 sections, and then this other shark just beelines straight for you, and you catch it before it can bite down on you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
22.
All right, so you narrowly throw this thing down, and then you burst through the final tank as it closes behind you. You now have another one. So there are multiple rings that you have to gather and then put them inside this diving bell that is in front of you. The right side has about 10 rings. The left side has 7. But the rings you see are moving on the left side. They're like darting in and out. It's like they're swimming themselves. Make a dexterity check or an acrobatics check.
Yep. 28.
Okay, so
natural 19.
You immediately grab 3 of the rings as they clump together. You track their pattern for a brief moment, and then you grab them. And then the next one, you dive down quickly, grab it, throw it into the diving bell, and then you grab the other 3, one after the other. You even hook one on your tail. You run your tail through one of them and throw it in there. You then swim past. You now see in front of you 2 buoys. But you notice that the water is getting displaced on the left side, and you see that there are crossbow bolts that are flying into the water, and you have to dodge through them to reach the buoy.
Okay.
But you know this is the last trial.
Yep. I'm going short all the way through, going for that record.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. Make an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna go ahead and wait. Are these gonna be like a days apart between like the group thing and our individual challenges?
Yeah,
here?
so you know that it is a 3-day competition. So the 3v3s will be tomorrow, and the 6v6 will be the last day.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my lucks then to make sure I can get through here. Hopefully, that one's worse.
Ooh. All right, so you're sizing up. You're getting the
That's
timing.
better. 23.
All right, so you swim through. You're used to swimming. You swam through the oceans while you were a pirate, and you go through dodging left, right, swimming through, finally just powering, freestyling as fast as you can. You finally touch the buoy, and you guys all see a flare shoot up and burst into the sky. Pretty dramatic stuff.
Yeah.
But Braun, you come to the surface, and a small rowboat comes over to grab you. Then the announcer up top, as the crowd is waiting for the tabulation, 33 seconds.
That's right.
Let's go.
Holy shit.
Record.
Let's go.
You're lucky you rolled that really high 20.
Easy.
That's why I was burning the luck at the end, because I swear that D20 has 3 numbers on it tonight. It comes out those same 3 numbers. That last
Nice.
roll was going to be another 18. And I'm like, no, I'm making sure I'm getting through here.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right, so Braun, you come to the shore. You are in first place. And you see
Let's go.
you see one of the figures. He takes down his cloak that he was wearing, and you see that it is Traxar.
Nice.
Oh.
He looks to you. That was pretty good.
He probably can't see me, but I'm flipping him off.
Yeah.
No,
So
you're
I'm
way
gonna-
up in the stands.
I'm gonna look at
He's
him.
still doing it.
But basically be speaking to the crowd and say, we're the Flagon Slayers, but Flagons aren't the only thing we'll be slaying in this competition.
Oh, shit.
You hear the crowd go, "Oh!"
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make it even louder and be like, ooh.
Nice. The whole
Why don't you clasp on these
arena.
nuts, bitch?
The whole crowd raises up.
Crowd. He's like,
An eyebrow.
The crowd's getting louder and louder and louder. So
like
the rest,
a roar of happiness.
just Lagnar's just belting out a roar of excitement.
Thrilling roar, yeah.
Very nice. So the rest of the competitors, do you guys want to know how they did, or do you just want to continue on?
I just want to know if Brown was number 1.
Okay, so Traxar, let me see here.
Did you have to roll for Traxar?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Falling.
Oh, I thought you already had them pre.
I did not have some of them pre-rolled because I wanted drama.
Drama. Traxar's at like a 34.
Okay. So Traxar does it in 36 seconds.
Yeah, bitch.
Too slow.
He still qualifies. His team
Did-
still
Did
qualifies.
any of them not fully qualify?
The goblin had some troubles. The goblins aren't great with water,
Did the
so he
kobold-
had some troubles. The kobold was fine. He
Okay.
seemed fine.
Kobolds are actually very good. at
Kobolds are cool.
dexterity.
But yeah. So that trial ends. I believe I said the strength trial was next, correct?
Probably.
I believe it
Okay.
was strength, wisdom, intelligence, constitution, charisma. All right. So, Lochnar, your coordinator looks to the group and he says, "Well, they're gonna reset the arena, and then your event will start. So please follow me. And he brings you back into the waiting area. So, who, what, who, where?
Does Lochnar see the other contestants at this point?
Yeah, so you do. One of them is a goblin, or
Oh.
goblin. One of them is a goblin. He's been goblined. Anyway, you see a goblin, a kobold, one of the cloaked figures from the clasp, and then another. You see what looks like a dryad or like a nymph, but like just huge, like came from a big tree. And then finally, the Goliath from earlier. He is also in this group,
Uh-oh. Okay.
but he doesn't seem to be paying you much mind. He's kind of just he's doing some stretching and he's just old, man. he's just limbering up to do what he needs to do.
Look,
But,
when
Gotta
Lochnar
do
gets to
stretches.
that guy's age, I'm sure he'll be stretching himself. But
Exactly.
This Lochnar, young and dumb, young-ish and dumb, so he's
Yep.
studying
Yep.
for his class.
Yep. He's just getting ready, man. That's just his pregame. So, as Lochnar's group is getting ready, the rest of the group, Braun, you are dried off with a wizard using prestidigitation. He dries you off, makes sure you're all nice. They then lead you up into your box, which is next to the strength box.
Okay. Did we see who was participating in that tournament or that challenge from the Slayer's Take?
Yeah, it was
The old human.
It was it was the older human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did okay. Like he qualified, but it wasn't like any crazy numbers. It didn't seem like he was there to do crazy numbers. He just was there to make sure his team qualified.
Yeah.
Qualified though. That's important.
Yeah. All right. So as you guys are coming off the arena, you see the floor of the arena open up as the water drains out and the structure sinks into the floor and then closes, and you see attendants bringing in these giant, massive, like stones. They're perfectly round. They're giant globes, basically. And you see it's taking a horse, or it's taking two horses and multiple attendants to put these stones where they need to go. You then see about, I would say, probably 10 yards away, these pedestals that one of them starts off small and then they grow in size, so they get taller and taller. Lochnar, your group then gets led out. So your attendant explains, this is the Atlas Stone competition. You are being tasked with taking these large stones and placing them on their pedestals. They have been lined up in the correct order. They increase in weight as you go. You do not have to get all of them onto the pedestal. Only one team's combatant has gotten all 5 stones on the pedestals. But he also did it in a matter of 5 minutes, which was the cap time. You have 5 minutes to do this challenge. If you do not complete it, the last stone that is put on will be the stone that you do. Right now, to qualify,
I just have to lift these things. Okay.
yeah, you have to lift these things.
I just have to lift heavy.
Yeah.
I'm good at that.
Right now, the qualifying is 3 minutes before time, or 3 stones before time runs out.
Okay.
So you see, and you will all be competing at once. May the best strong man win, or strong woman. And he looks to the just massive, comes from probably 1,000-year-old tree, dryad. And she nods, acknowledging him. All right.
Lochnar would like to wink at her.
She acknowledges you, but she's in game mode right now. She's gotta focus.
I get that.
All right.
We can
So
chat later.
Exactly. You might see each other later if her team qualifies. All right.
Okay.
So, Goldfleece steps up to the megaphone. Ah, the strong men and women, thank you for attending today. Please remember, lift with your knees, not with your back. And true strength comes from the camaraderie among your fellow combatants. You may
Boo.
begin.
Boo.
All right, Lochnar, I need you to make a strength check.
Fuck that.
Oh.
All right, so
19.
the first stone, pretty small. You lift it. You can actually carry it over your shoulder with one arm, and you put it on the pedestal. Easy. You sprint back to the next stone. Make another strength check.
Okay.
It takes you maybe 10 seconds to do that.
Okay. 14.
14. This one's giving you a little bit more trouble. Make a strength saving throw. It's kind of rolling around as you're trying to grab it. The weight is kind of a weird distribution.
15.
All right.
Nice.
So you eventually do wrangle it. You lift it and carry it over. Are you adding your +5 strength, by the way?
No, I was not. My bad.
Oh, okay. Well, you're fine. So
Okay.
you
I'll do that from now on.
Yeah.
I should probably do that.
probably should. But you're kind of messing around a little bit. You realize, hey, maybe I should actually compete in this. And you lift it up, run it over, put it on the pedestal. You run back. That takes you about 20 seconds. So you're about 30 seconds in. The third stone,
30
this one,
seconds in,
yeah.
two stones down. Got it.
yes. The third stone has definitely gotten bigger. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Lochnar.
Lochnar.
10.
10?
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
So this one is pretty heavy. So I need you to roll a strength saving throw. Also, make a Thea, make a perception check.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You shake it off. You grit your teeth. You lift it and you begin running. You sense a slight rage, but not quite enough to trigger your rage.
You know,
You get
now
the
that
third-
you mention that.
You might want to.
Right?
You might. You could drop a stone on your foot.
Okay.
So you get the third one there. That one takes you a little bit more time. You're now up to a minute. Thea, what did you roll on your perception check?
24.
24. So the goblin, he's having a lot of trouble. He got one on and he's going for two, but he's a little goblin, so he's gonna have some issues. However, you see the kobold is lifting stuff that is quadruple his weight, most likely.
No.
He is just like over his head, just running it. The boulders are bigger than he is, and you don't quite understand how this is physically
They're
possible.
cheating. The kobolds are cheating.
So you have a,
Can
a
I,
certain type of belt
How
on?
far?
He does not have
away
any
am I
belt on now.
Okay.
from him.
Oh, like really far. You guys are like in the middle of
Okay.
the stadium. He's on the floor. Lochnar, make a strength check.
Is there someone around where I could be like, hey, that seems incorrect.
One of your attendants is around.
Can I
20,
look at
not
him and
20 not natural? Okay.
20 not natural.
Go ahead, Thea.
I just want to see. I'm gonna look at the attendant and be like, the kobold. Does anything about that seem off to you? I'm just.
He pulls out a pair of binoculars and begins looking. They were cleared, so I assume it's fine. Kobolds are descendant from dragons, so they might just be good at what they do.
But I
but-
killed a dragon.
But
And I'm not doing
I'll I'll keep an eye on it for you. All right, Lochnar, this boulder is beginning to rival you in weight. So you lift it, and you're barely getting off the ground. You feel your legs begin to shake, and your blood is just pumping more and more and more. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Shoot.
13. All right. So you eventually, you lift it up and you carry it over, like waddling as you're carrying it. You drop it on the pedestal. That takes you about a minute, so you're up to 2 minutes. You've got 3 minutes to lift this final boulder. You're doing great.
Okay.
All right, I need you to make
How's
another.
everybody else?
So the
way-
Dryad, she is on her 4th. The Kobold is on his 4th. The other Goliath is also on his 4th. The Goblin's on his 2nd. He's trying hard. And then you see, the clasp member. Let's see, who is he? Oh, okay. So you see this tiefling woman who, very lithe. Is that the word? Like very toned muscle, but it's not like bulk muscle. She is on her 3rd, and it seems as though she's having a little bit of issue, but she's doing it.
Okay. Do you think Rage is going to help me in this situation?
I mean, it would, because you get a. Hang on, let me see.
Is it illegal? Is it illegal?
It is a natural ability, so it is not illegal.
Okay.
If it is a natural ability, you can do it.
Great.
Does a natural spell that you can naturally cast count?
No, that's not. No. Okay.
I might be a little more fucked than I
So, Lochnar, you have advantage on this strength check because you're raging.
Okay.
If you would like.
Definitely.
All right. So roll 2d20s, and then whichever one's higher, you add the +5 to.
At 20. Non-natural 20.
A 20. All right. So you get down, your blood boiling with rage, your eyes turn red, you see only blood as this boulder is giving you a harder time. You lift it, your arms start to give out. It seems like the lifting has gotten you even more tired than you anticipated. If you would like, you can go into a frenzied rage, and I will let you add I'll let you roll another d20 and add it to it for this situation.
Frenzied.
All right. So you're just getting angrier and angrier at this boulder as you begin to churn. You can feel the muscles in your arms start to tear and rip as you're lifting this boulder.
I got 12 on that.
12. So it's a 32
Roll.
total.
Okay.
Okay. So you eventually. And you lift it over your head as you're running it to this pedestal. You see the sand in the hourglass that's coming down. A few grains left as you finally slam the boulder down onto the pedestal.
Lock door.
You completed the challenge in 4 minutes and 50 seconds.
That's respectable. It's
4
respectable.
minutes and 50 seconds?
That's respectable.
10 seconds faster than the top.
It's respectable.
All right, so
He just, after he puts it on there, he just falls back and just is dry heaving on his back.
all right. So you see the other Goliath right before time runs up. He slams it down, and then he walks over to you, Lochnar, and he holds out his hand to lift you up off the ground.
Lock door.
Lochnar looks a little awkward, but he takes the hand and he.
It's like that scene in Predator where they lock arms and it's just muscles. You just lift them up, or he lifts you up. You stand there. That was quite a display. I'm glad to see that the youth of our race are still respecting their strength.
I'm hoping one day I'll be able to, look similar to you, honestly, because being 20 years older than me, you're looking pretty good yourself, buddy.
Thank you. I think my days of adventuring are behind me after this, but it's nice for the compliment.
Mm.
The time runs out. The crowd just freaking out. Cheers everywhere. The announcer, with a new record, Lochnar. And then the crowd, Lochnar, 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 Lochnar.
Okay. I'll use thaumaturgy to make it louder again. I love that. I love it so much.
All right. The crowd erupts with cheers for Lochnar, your attendant. All right, everyone. We're going to go back inside. There are clerics waiting to heal you if you strained yourselves a little too much. And then you can rejoin everyone else in the box if you would like. And then you see the announcer come up to the mic. The next competition will begin shortly. And then with a brief intermission. So, your attendant, Thea,
Mhm.
he rises. Well, geniuses, I believe it's time for us to go. And he brings you down back into your holding area. So you guys see, once again, the arena opens up, and you see this large room begin to rise out. It is a completely closed off room. It's a ceiling, 4 walls, everything. But the ceiling is enchanted to where you guys can see through it. And then you see in the room, walks in a guard. And then he stands there at attention. And then you see 2 doors. And that's all that there is in this room. But with that, I think we're going to take our 5-minute break.
Alrighty. We will be back, guys.
You guys are 2 for 2 right now.
Fuck yeah.
That's right. 2 for 2 for number 1.
Heck. right, everybody, welcome back.
What's up, bitches?
So, in case you're just joining us, 2 of the trials have already been commenced, with Braun and Lochnar securing first place for the team. That means that if 2 more of the Flagon Slayers place within the top 5, the entire team will qualify for the tournament. So there's a little bit of less pressure on you guys. So you guys see that Thea's group has now left the box.
Oh, I was supposed to go?
Yeah, it's your next.
I thought you said geniuses like it was the intelligence one.
Nope,
Hunter, are you eating
Oh.
a strawberry?
he is. With a fork?
Mhm.
Okay.
Come on, stain those fingies.
Anyway, so you guys draw random lots. Thea, please roll a d6 for me.
Okay. 1.
Fail.
Okay, that means that you go. We'll say you go last. We'll do reverse order,
Okay.
just for a little bit of added tension. All right, so the attendant gets you all together. All right, everyone, please listen carefully to what I am about to say. It is the instructions for your trial. Is everyone paying attention?
Yep.
He looks over all of you. You see one of the
Start picking
goblins.
my nose.
The goblin is picking his ear out. He just flicks it off his finger. All right. So, inside this room behind me, there will be a guard. You must figure out if he is telling the truth or lie. He has to do one or the other. He must either tell the truth or he must only lie. Now, inside there are 2 doors. One of them leads to safety, the other one leads to danger. You may ask the guard one question
Oh,
in the
God.
form of yes or no. It has to be a yes or no question. You then have to choose your door. If you choose incorrectly, you lose. If you choose correctly, you succeed. The correct choice will then be weighed time-wise, and that will be how we judge who advances and who doesn't. Does anyone need any clarification before we begin?
Abby, if you've ever seen Harmon Quest, this was the question. But
No,
I
I don't.
know
I
that you
don't.
haven't, so there's a question very similar
Like,
to this.
can you just one more time, just so I know I have it?
All right. So, inside, there is a singular guard.
Yeah.
He has been sworn to either only tell the truth or only lie. He stands in front of 2 doors. One door leads to safety, the other to danger. You may ask him one yes or no question, then you must pick your door. You can take as long or as little as you need. One contestant didn't even ask and just guessed a door. That didn't turn out well for him, but that is your right to do. Does that clarify?
Yes, that's good. I just wanted to double check and make sure I knew.
All right.
I'm gonna look.
So
Can I look over at Zygon? Zygon.
Yeah.
I bet it's the door on the right.
Yeah? You care to make this interesting?
Yeah.
Animus, I think you're an idiot. It's obviously a trick question.
I'm putting money down on this. I'll put 20 gold that it's the door on the right.
I'll take that deal. I'll go left.
All right.
That what is the door on the right? The safe door?
Safe door, yeah. The right door. The right door is the safe door, the left door is the wrong door.
we'll also say, for the sake of ease, that the rules were communicated to the crowd so that they're in on the it. All right, so the goblin drew the bad lot, so the goblin goes first. What was the name again, Mr. Oh, let me look. Mr. Korg? He says, yes, that is me. I am Ripkorg. I am the wisest of my people. And he confidently struts into the chamber.
Ripcord.
You see him, the group, you see him as he's kind of sniffing the air, kind of looking at this guard. He like pulls on his leg a little. The guard just stands at attention. He looks, and you guys cannot. You see the goblin's mouth move, but you cannot hear the question he asks.
Ah, damn it. I can't even perception check it.
You cannot. You can't see him. You are completely cut off. You cannot see this room.
Cool.
The group, though, since the ceiling is see-through, they could technically see it. So if any of you could read lips, you might be able to see what he can say.
Can I try?
But you can't. You don't know how.
I don't know how to
Only-
read lips.
Only rogues really know how to read
I
lips.
was gonna say I have
And
really high
Ron
perception.
probably not good in that skill. So he picks the door on the right. The door opens. He walks through, and then on the other side, he does not appear.
Aha.
Oh well, we haven't gotten to Thea yet. They could switch.
The next person
Wait, I
up.
thought we. Okay.
Are we?
The what?
It would. I would assume it switches, right? Because you're not just giving Abby the answer. Oh, okay.
I could be giving her the answer. Or I could not.
So he walked through the right door and
He
did
walked
not
through
appear.
the right door and disappeared. And the crowd.
Disappeared.
And then
Okay.
they applaud a little, and then the applause dies down. You see the next, the one from the Slayer's take. He is a blue dragon. You see him in paladin armor. His scales are dulling. His eyes with crow's feet around them. He's just as kind of an elderly dragonborn. Well, I guess I better get going. And then he goes in. You guys see him. He kind of examines the room a little. He does a silent prayer, and then he asks the guard his singular question. The guard answers, and then the paladin goes to the left door, and he opens it, walks through it, disappears.
Ah. See, Flagon?
Ah.
See, we don't know
So
yet.
it's gonna happen either way.
All right.
So then the kobold goes. She is, let's see here, which one is it? Oh yeah. So, this kobold, her name is Ikna.
Ikna.
She's
What a
dressed. She's dressed in what kobolds probably assume clerics dress in, so like robes with like a little hat, like a little pope-looking hat, and she walks in. She asks her question. Right door disappears. Then you see Thea. You see this elf. Her name is Inna. You don't know her from your time in Singorn, but you kind of you recognize her face. Make a history check.
Okay. 19.
19.
Yes, 19.
She walks by you, and she looks at you, and she kind of turns her nose up at you as she walks in. And when she turns her nose up at you, you recognize her. She bullied you in school. She was one of your school bullies.
Goddamn bitch.
Stupid bitch.
She walks through. She asks her question. She bows
As she
graciously.
walks past me, I'm gonna go like at her back.
Yep. She doesn't notice. So she asks the guard
great.
the question. She nods, thanking him, and then she goes to the right door and disappears. Let's see. Did that one, that one, that one. All right. So the last one with you, Thea, is this large half-orc. You see one of his eyes he's blind in, and on his face is the clasp brand. Like on one of his cheeks, it's just right there. He seems to be pretty proud about his affiliation with the clasp. So he walks through. He before he goes, he says, You should probably drop out already. I think me and my friends have this locked up.
Hmm.
And then he just walks
Thanks for
through.
the heads up.
So he walks through. He asks the guard his question, takes the left door, disappears. And now it is your turn, Thea.
I'm like actively anxious right now.
Let's go.
It's like you're
Don't like
taking a
this.
test.
Yeah, and I know I'm gonna fail probably. Okay, I'll
Do you
walk
need
through.
Do you need me to explain
Right.
it again, or are you good?
No, I'm trying to think about what to ask him.
Okay, so you walk through. This room, it's nondescript. There's nothing in here except for the guard and the two doors.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna look at him point blank and I'm gonna be like, which room will send me to danger?
That is not a yes or no question.
Oh, will the right room send me to danger?
Hang on. Okay. Yes.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
Come on.
15.
You cannot read him. You don't know if he's lying or telling the truth.
Jacob. Okay.
20 gold.
I will say you asked the right question.
I don't know what that means. Because I still don't know if he's telling the truth or not.
Deconstruct the question, think about it. You asked him,
Oh.
will the door lead to danger? And he said, yes.
No, that's not.
Will the
You
right...
said, will the right door...
right
Yeah, will
room-
the right door lead to danger, correct? That's what you said?
Yes, and he said no.
No, he said yes.
Oh, am I... Okay, cool, I'm hallucinating now. And he said yes.
Mhm.
I guess I'll go left. I don't know.
Okay.
Am I dumb? Am I dumb?
So you go left. You open the door, you pass through, and you're just falling and falling
Oh, cool.
falling, and then you crash
Cool.
into a cart. No damage, but it was also the incorrect choice.
20 gold! 20
So,
gold!
to
Pay the man.
answer the question, he was lying. So when you asked, would the door lead to danger, and he said yes, if he would have said no, then you would have known that that was the wrong door. But it's okay. That one is
Okay.
very
It's,
hard.
you're not like... I don't know if she's still fully...
There's...
We will move on.
I don't know.
I will say only one of the people guessed the right door. So it's
Who
a
was
hard
it?
one. It was the elder dragonborn from the Slayer's Take.
Oh, okay. At least it wasn't. It's probably his god that told him.
No, but you could have done that if you wished. But no, it was not.
Rip.
He is just a wise. But that concludes the wisdom challenge. The door opens back up. Thea, you're let back in. You see, you probably got the less bad. You see the elf that was mean to you in school. She's like covered in mud, and it's like caked all over her body. You've just got a few loose feathers in your hair. Let's see who is next. I believe it is
Anzu.
Intelligence. Yes. Okay, Anzu. So your group, instead of being is led down to the arena, but all that's there is these little cubicles, and there's a piece of paper on the desk that's in front of you.
It's a test.
All right. So, Anzu, There are 5 questions.
Yes.
They're riddles.
Riddles.
All right. So, the announcer comes up. Ladies and gentlemen, the next is more of an intellectual puzzle, as was the last. We do not expect our competitors to get all of these correct. We don't expect them to get half of these correct. But we will see. The current record is 3. You have 20 minutes. So, Anzu, the first question is, are you ready?
Well, let me get something to write.
Okay. I love this music, by the way.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. You have me today. Tomorrow you'll have more. As your time passes, I'm not easy to store. I don't take up space, but I'm only in one place. I am what you saw, but not what you see. What am I?
Bro,
And
I'm
chat,
not smart.
please do not ruin please do not ruin the answers to these riddles because they're easily Googleable.
Also,
All
Hunter, do
right.
not Google them.
You have me today.
Yes.
Tomorrow you have more.
Yes.
And then what was the rest of it?
As your time passes,
As
I-
your
I'm gonna
time
write this down.
passes.
he can
I'll probably
write
do the same thing. I'm a visual.
and it's
As
written
it's-
down on the paper, so it would make sense that he would have this. As your time passes, I'm
As
not
your time-
easy to store.
I'm not easy to store. Is that it?
I don't take up space,
Fuck. I don't take up space.
but I'm only in
But-
one place.
I'm only in one place.
I am what you saw, but
I'm-
not what you see.
It's a toughie.
I'm gonna write my answers down to see if I get them right, just for the fun.
Okay. Yeah, everybody at home, you can also write down your answers, but please don't put them in chat.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can also write down your answers. And
Yeah,
you
play
can
at home.
Put them in chat.
Yeah, you can put them in the comments section, say I got them right or whatever. But yeah. Okay, Hunter, do you have the riddle?
I'm looking at it.
Okay, okay. I will let you roll an intelligence. I will let you do 3 intelligence checks
For a hint.
for a hint, but you can only do 3 this entire time. So
So
there's
wait,
5
I get
riddles.
3 intelligence rolls.
Yeah, there's 5 riddles, and you only have 3 intelligence rolls. About 3 minutes have passed. I can also give you a different riddle. We can continue on the list, and you can come back to this.
Yeah,
one if you want.
give me another one.
All right. So you decide this one's a little hard, so I'll come back to this one. All right. Here's the next one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I have towns without people, forests without trees, and rivers without water. What am I?
I don't fucking know.
Here,
Think
I'll put.
about that one.
I think you can get this one. I think you can get this one.
Hunter, throw
Let
on
me-
some long music so that you don't have to mess with the music for a minute.
I don't really want music because I have to think.
The crowd is silent. It seems like this is the competition that everyone kind of is getting their snacks and not really paying attention to.
Alright, I'm gonna put on music for the rest of the people
There,
watching.
I'll do that. I have
Okay.
towns without people. forests without trees. Rivers without water. Can you give me all of them so I can look at all of them?
Yeah, I can give you all of them if you want.
The third question.
All right. So the next one. I have a tail, a head, but no legs. I'm probably with you right now. What am I?
Ooh.
I have a tail, a head, no legs. I'm probably with you right now.
All right. So the
Okay.
next one. I'm the beginning of the end and the end of before.
Ouch.
Next one.
Okay, the last one. What has 6 legs but only walks on 4? All right, that's all of them, Hunter.
Okay, for the 6 legs that walks... No, let's not do that one. On the very first one, I'm going to use a hint.
All right, roll an intelligence check.
Wait, it's +5.
Do we
It's
in the
18.
stands know the questions?
Yeah, the questions are being basically sky written so you can see them, so you can participate too. All right, what'd you roll?
18.
18. All right, so Anzu, your big brain begins to think, and you're trying to remember if there's any memories that bring up this sort of thing. You're thinking. You've never seen this riddle, you never heard it, but you kind of remember something. It's there, but the memory is just not coming to you.
So I don't know.
Oh, I just gave you a huge hint.
He just gave you the answer pretty much.
Okay, what was it?
That was the hint. What
No,
I just
if it's
said was the hint.
Anzu, then it's in his thought. He knows it. So
Yeah,
what
but
did
that
you
was
say again?
that was the thought. Okay, I'll repeat.
Okay.
You're having trouble remembering this.
Mhm.
You're racking your memory to try and remember something. You've heard many riddles, but you don't remember hearing this one. But Anzu, you're just having a hard time with your old memories to really get anywhere
It's a memory.
with this one. Yes, that is
Wow,
the correct
jeez,
answer.
oh
Okay.
boy.
Well played. Well
Oh,
played.
It's a
man.
memory.
Good thing I got that one right.
All right,
I love
so
how
for
you emphasized memory. You don't
Yeah.
remember.
He
Yeah.
rolled an 18. If you rolled
he
a...
rolled an 18. Anzu's a very smart
so
character
well,
too.
because I thought these were just like really bad hints. That's
Oh,
what I
no.
thought. So I was just gonna toss them out and be like, this is dumb.
No, that was a
I
very
have
good hint.
ideas on some of them, but like,
Okay.
I don't know.
So you have one, and about not 15, about 7 minutes have passed so far. You have 13 minutes left
Okay.
to solve these other 4.
Another one I'm having trouble on. I'm the end. I'm the beginning of the end and the end of before.
I was
So I'm gonna roll on that one.
I'm definitely stuck on
Okay.
that one.
20, not natural.
20? Okay. So the beginning of the end, you think about that for a little while, and you think, well, maybe the opening of a story, or maybe something along those lines. But the end of before, how can something end before it starts? And then you start to kind of examine
Ooh, I got it.
the structure of this riddle and the specific wording of this riddle, and you're on the right track going that way.
So the answer is in the riddle, from what Anzu's picking up.
I would say it's in the. I would say the answer in the riddle is in there probably 4 or 5 times. That was your hint, by the way.
I'm the beginning of the end. I'm the beginning of the end.
It might even be in there 6 times.
6 times? What the fuck?
The answer, I would say, is probably in there about 6 times.
I'm the beginning of the end. And the end of before. It's in there 6 times. 1, 2.
I like this one.
Did anyone else figure it out?
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is only going to make you more frustrated.
I know. It's
True.
Ah, 1, 2, 3.
Just gotta figure out what they have in
4,
common.
5. No, that's too much. I'm the beginning of the end, and the end of before.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay, yeah, just double checking.
So it's
in there 6 times. The answer is in that sentence 6 times.
I'm the beginning of the end and the end of before, right? That's the sentence?
Yep, that's the sentence.
One.
You're close, Hunter. I can tell that you're close.
You don't know that. 1, 2,
How's it going, chat? Do you know it?
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck, no, I just counted wrong. 1, 2, 3. No.
Wait, did he write it down wrong, Jacob?
He might have written.
It's in the Discord chat, so he could.
Yeah, I'm
see
trying to figure out what is in there 6 times, so I'm counting each letter to see how many times it's in there.
That is how you will solve this riddle.
I know.
What do those 2 words have in common?
I'm the beginning of the end, and the end of before.
Oh man.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
About
3,
10 minutes
4,
have
5.
passed in the trial.
Oh, hold
so
on.
far.
If it's something with the beginning and end, no, not 10 minutes
Yep,
have
10
passed,
minutes.
man. Look, these questions in real life take over 20 minutes.
In reality, you have gone through an actual 10 minutes.
1,
So
2.
He's
3,
okay. He's about
4,
to get
5. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is in there 6 times?
I said 5 times, I thought.
1,
Yeah, I
2,
see. Like
7.
I count the letter
3,
E
4, 5, 6.
5 times.
1, 2.
Is it in there 7 times? Oh, it is in there 7
4,
times.
5.
Wait, it's
Yeah.
in there more than that. 1,
God
2,
damn it!
Yeah.
Why'd you guys?
3,
You guys fucked me up.
5,
This is
6.
supposed to be my
It's in
hint.
there 8 times. It's in there 8 times.
I better.
Language
get
is
an
hard.
answer for that.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait.
Yeah,
8,
I've only
you're
got. Oh wait.
right. It's 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it in there 8 times?
It is in there 8 times.
Is it the letter E?
It is the letter E.
Man.
Okay.
Congratulations,
man.
you got it.
I better
Oh,
get time for
boy.
that because you guys gave me the wrong hint.
I'll say 9 minutes have passed in the game. We'll say 9
Okay.
minutes.
I've
You'll
got-
gain a minute.
I've
back.
got 2 of the 5 right so far.
So you
Okay,
have
so-
11 minutes left to solve 3, and you need to solve at least 1 more for the team to qualify.
You had me today. We already got that one.
Mm-hmm.
I have
that
towns
answer is
without
memories.
people, forests without trees, and rivers without water.
Man, I really want to say something, but I can't.
What am I? It's an object.
You're on the right track.
You've got
It is
this.
an object.
Town
You're on
without
this.
people.
You're on this.
Could be a picture.
Could be, yeah.
Forest without trees, but that doesn't make sense if it's a picture.
Mm.
Because if it's a forest, a picture of a forest, it would have trees. Rivers without water. Is it a drawing?
You're getting close. It's a type of drawing, I will say that. And I'll give you that free. I'll say that Anzu, working through his brain, knows that it could be a type of drawing.
Towns without people, forests without trees. Drawing.
Oh, this one's hurting me.
Oh.
Drawing.
What's funny is I gave the rest of the group the answers to these riddles last week, and they forgot.
Did you
them.
really?
There's only
No, I got
there's
it.
only 2 of them.
I remember this. I got this one in about 0.5 seconds.
Is it
He
like
got
a
this one
map?
quick.
I
What?
it's-
What'd you
I
say?
Is it a map?
Yes!
That is correct.
Yes!
Great success.
Woo!
All right.
I have a tail, a head, but no
Yeah.
legs.
That
I'm
one I
probably with you right
This one
now.
was easiest for me. You got this.
Really?
I think
You
that's
got-
very.
yeah.
I think that's very fitting for Zygon's character that you got this one.
I have a tail, a head, and no legs. I'm gonna roll on that one. My last roll.
Oh,
Are you
bro.
sure? The other one you've got is also pretty challenging.
I got that one eventually.
True.
I think I can get that one.
Okay.
I'm just sitting
20.
here taunting him.
23.
23. Yeah, so you think about it. What has a tail, a head, but no legs? And you think, well, Cube could have a tail, a head, and no legs. A snake has a tail, a head, and no legs. But that doesn't really seem to work because you don't have a snake with you right now. So you think more, and you think, what is something that I carry on me all the time that has a heads and a tails?
A coin.
There you go.
Ah,
There it
there we
is,
go.
there it
Man, that's actually pretty clever. Okay, so
Yeah,
we got
'cause all
4
I
of the
could think of
5
was
so far,
snake.
right?
All right, you have one more. And you have about 8 minutes to solve this one in game,
I
not in
believe-
real
6
life.
legs. Only walks on 4.
This one took us a sec.
This one is probably
Yeah, this
the
is the one I
hardest.
don't know.
I remember this one.
6 legs, only walks on 4.
I'll say
Would it be like a centaur?
A centaur only has 4 legs.
No, no.
The
'cause-
hands do not
well, yeah,
count
the
as-
hands don't count.
What's crazy is you're on a very good track with saying centaur.
don't give
This
him any
hurts
more
me. I
hints.
wanna-
Don't give him any more hints.
Oh,
He's
okay.
had so many hints.
Oh shit! Is it a dude riding a horse?
Ah, there
It
we go.
It is.
Yes.
Get fucked.
Let's go.
Congratulations, Anzu. You have finished the riddle puzzle in
He's
I was kinda
15
hoping it'd be
minutes.
centaur.
He's too smart.
Centaur, dude.
He's got it.
Congratulations. And for those at home, I will give you the answers to our little game. So the first one, the answer is memories. The second one, the answer is a map. The third one, the answer is a coin. The fourth one is the letter E. Sorry if you're a non-English speaker, that puzzle will not work. And the last one is a horse with a person on the horse riding them. Congratulations, Anzu. You set a record for
Yes.
the riddles.
Kind of.
Man, that beginning and end one. It makes a
Anzu.
lot of sense now that I'm reading it now.
Yep. Yeah, riddles make sense after you know the answer. It's weird.
My God.
But
Some of them weren't bad.
On we
The
go.
first one was
That was definitely a
horrible.
challenge.
that was a hard one, but you eventually got there with a lot of help from the team.
We
but,
subconsciously helped the smart Anzu.
So Anzu answers. It is
He's
now the
so smart. He
Constitution
could predict what we would
challenge.
say.
Yeah, he was
Wait,
like,
who's the class member in there?
Uh. Actually, you recognize the class member that's in there, and he finished before you.
Did he get them all right?
He did get them all right.
Oh!
What?
He's blind in his left eye. Long black beak, black feathers.
Oh, this
Bruh,
guy!
we're
This
killing
guy!
this dude whenever we leave. We're
This
killing him
guy!
when we leave.
That
He's
always
too
travels.
dangerous,
Get
dude.
him out of
He's too
here.
dangerous.
He's too smart. Get that fucker out of here.
But he looks to you. Which one tripped you up the most?
How does-
Beginning at the end and the
how
end
does-
of before and blah blah blah.
How does he have a voice?
Utter bullshit.
He does.
The fuck is this shit?
Do you know my feathered friend, Anus?
I hate
I
you.
believe I have met Anus a few times, yes. He seems to think that I can't speak, but he's mistaken. But I'd like to keep it that way if it's just between you and me. It seems as though you're more of a prankster than most.
Wow.
Yes. Are the two of you, are you related? Something like that.
Not necessarily.
Well.
I believe that we do share some sort of connection, but I don't think you need to know about that right now.
Well,
I hate
What's
this.
you
Chills.
seem like the normal one out of the two, if I'm being quite honest.
Normal is relative.
I suppose. Anyway,
But, with this, I believe we have qualified for the tournament, so good luck.
toodaloo.
Do I even need to do mine?
So- Oh, you still doing yours, because now it's seed placement.
Ah. Okay.
Also, they qualified. Wait, no, they
Yeah,
do.
we still have to get
qualify
one
yet.
more.
They don't qualify yet because their class member failed
No, we
the
got all of
wisdom
ours.
trial too.
We got all of our... Oh, no.
I thought we had to
Thea,
get
yeah,
4.
Wait, the
I
class
forgot.
doesn't qualify?
I forgot. Abby chose
Don't-
the left.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
No.
the only one who fucking fails. Make me
Don't.
She had
feel
a
worse
50-50
about it.
shot.
Trust me, Animus is probably not going.
All
to
I have to
his
do is
very
roll.
well.
I have a +7. If someone else has that high, I'm gonna be surprised. All right, unless I roll shitty.
All right, so the cubicles are taken away, and you see coming out of the floor these 6 poles, like these 6 pedestals that are being brought out. Animus, your attendant, he's kind of a more portly sort of man. His armor's a little tight on him. Excuse me. I think we're ready to go. Is everybody ready to get magic shot at them?
Woo! Yeah.
That's the spirit.
Woo! What I'm gonna
All
look
right.
around at who else is in here. What am I looking at?
All right, so there's a goblin.
Fuck yeah, there is.
There's a kobold.
Oh, good.
Also, the goblin finished his riddles on time.
Ooh! How many did he get right though?
He got 2.
He almost said 4.
Yeah, yeah. I almost said 4, but then I realized goblins are not intelligent. He got 2, the money one and the map one.
Good enough.
So
Of course
You
you
know.
did.
he is a goblin. So there.
Not being racist against goblins.
I'm not being racist against goblins. That is their abilities, not racist.
That's a racial trait.
So
Stereotype.
the woman, the elven woman from Singorn, she's kind of a small, petite elf, very unassuming, kind of shy. Let's see. Then
Slayer's take.
the Slayer's take is let's see here. Is Felix actually
Felix.
the head of the Slayer's take?
Oh shit!
Yeah. And then kobolds, goblins, and then the class member is he towers over you, and you see him pull back his hood. It's a GIF.
Oh.
He's very big though. He's probably about 8 feet tall, kind of Lochnar size.
I'm gonna look up at him and be like, heh. Gift. Can I
Is
look at?
there a problem?
Oh no. I haven't seen many of you guys, and it just seems like I've seen so more of gifts in my life in the past week than I have in my entire lifetime. So it's just like a funny thought to me. I would ask though, if I could have a conversation later, just out of curiosity. I know I'm not supposed to really talk to the enemy, but just for research purposes, I think a good conversation could maybe help us both.
If you're buying dinner, I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with that, I guess. I don't know what kind of dinner they have around here, but I'd be down to get like a nice.
Wine 'em and dine 'em, huh?
There's
nice-
actually quite a few options. You see his exterior, his rough exterior, start to crumble away as you talk about food.
Yes, got him.
There's actually quite a few options around here. They have many vegetarian options too.
I'd be fine with a vegetarian option. That's mostly what I eat. So.
Oh, me too.
All right, I'm gonna look over to Felix. Also, well, good luck, sir. What's your name? The GIF.
His name is Starvon.
We already have a Stavon. Are you calling him Starvon?
Starvon. It's a play on words. If you put the two together, what is it? What does it sound like?
Is it Starvon?
Mm-hmm. Abby got it.
Starvin.
His name is Starvin.
Oh my god.
Because he's a big fat hippo.
Oh my god. Garnish and Starvin. Interesting.
They're all going to be food names. I just want you to know, any GIF you meet, food
Are
name.
they hungry?
They are pretty hungry.
All right. I'm gonna look over to Felix now, leaving that conversation. Felix, I don't believe I've had too many conversations or interactions with you yet, but I still need to get over to the Slayer's Take to accept a membership.
Yeah, maybe we can get that taken care of when we get back.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good and necessary thing going forward as we travel. But let's just have a good friendly competition here and see where this tournament takes us.
Well, to be quite honest, son, I don't think I'm going to be lasting too long.
Oh no?
Yeah, I used to be able to take quite a beating, but I don't think so anymore.
Well, if that is the case, then I do still grant you good luck, and I hope to see you guys go through, because, of course, we are on the same team after all, so... Not in this situation, but you know what I mean, right?
I do. So you guys go out. They put you each on a pedestal, and then your attendant explains, okay, so here's how it's going to work. These wizards here, and you see a few wizards that are lining up, they're going to shoot magic at you. Excuse me. And they're just going to hit you until you pass out. Whoever can withstand the most damage wins. We'll be timing you, of course, and we'll see how you can last. We had one guy, he lasted, oh man, how was it, 4, 5 hours?
Okay, how long is qualifying?
Oh, about 2.
Just hoping to make
Saigon's gonna breathe a sigh of relief that he didn't have to do this one.
Better start shape-shifting.
I can't shapeshift or cast spells, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh,
I just want to make sure before I cast guidance on myself.
Have fun dying.
Okay. So, the trial begins.
Oh god.
Animus, make a Constitution saving throw.
Saving first?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go! Natural 19. 20,
All right.
26.
All right, so your wizard comes up and he shoots an orb of ice energy at you, and there's a slight chill, but nothing too big. Everybody else, let's see here. So Felix saves, Starvin saves, the goblin gets a natural 20.
Oh my god.
The petite elf woman also saves, and then the kobold also saves. Everyone saved. All right, I need you to make another one.
rolled another natural 19. Holy shit.
All right. So you save a jet of poison shoots out at you, and you brace against it, and you're fine.
Let's go.
Felix saves. The kobold saves. The elf saves. The goblin does not save and
Goodbye.
takes. Let's see here. Takes 6. Takes 10 points of poison damage.
Do we all have HP and we're just waiting to see who drops?
Yeah, it's literally whoever can survive the longest with their HP.
Holy shit.
And then Starvan fails as well. He takes
Starman.
10 points also
You
of
poor giant
poison
hippo.
damage. Alright, I need you to make another roll.
I'm not even shitting you. I just rolled another natural 19.
Jeez Louise.
26.
Okay. 26, you succeed. Felix succeeds. Kobold succeeds. Elf lady fails.
Oh.
She takes 3d6 fire damage, which is 9 damage. Okay, mark that down.
How often are they hitting us with magic?
It's roughly like every 6 seconds.
Oh, so they're just hitting us for 4 hours straight?
Well, that's how long the longest lasted. Goblin fails.
Oh god.
Starvane succeeds. Goblin takes 10 points of damage. Alright, I need you to make another one.
I'm using the 2 first dice sets I ever bought, so I'm hoping they're just...
What a nerd!
That one's not as good. 12.
That's a fail.
Alright.
You take 12 points of acid damage as it corrodes away some of your feathers. Felix fails. That's a 13. He takes 13. Elf woman, that's cocked. She fails. She takes 10. Kobold fails. He takes 8. Okay. Starvane fails. Okay, that's 10, 12. And then the goblin, he succeeds.
Let's go.
All right. Make another one. So now you see the final one, these rods rise up and they begin shooting off electricity. And the electricity strikes you.
10.
10, that's a fail.
Yep.
Okay. So you take 16 points of lightning damage. Felix saves. Kobold fails. Okay. Oh wait. He takes 18 points of lightning damage. Elf fails. She takes 10, 13. She takes 15 points of damage. Starvane succeeds. Goblin succeeds. Okay. So now it rotates. So now it's the earliest save again, and we're just gonna keep doing this. And I'm gonna stop illustrating this just so that, just for sake of ease, we can kind of go a little quicker, because we're running low on time as is. So, make save.
15.
That's a success. Okay. 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 So everybody succeeded except for the goblin, who takes 11 damage, and you see him fall forward, and a few attendants catch him as he falls.
Okay.
Make another one.
Natural 18, 25.
Okay, you succeed. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Let's go.
Okay. Everyone succeeded on that one. Next.
Oh. Oh, that's actually not bad. 16.
Okay. You succeed. Both succeed. One fails. Okay. Yep. So Starvane takes.
Is it Starvane or Starvon?
Yeah, you keep saying it different.
You should say Starvane. It should be Starvane, so we
Starvane.
can. We should make them
I have
different.
I have it written as Starvane.
So it sounds
Yeah.
different than
Oh.
Stavon.
Yeah. I have it written as Starvane.
I'm rewriting it.
Yeah. He takes
Starvane.
10.
Starvane.
Okay. So he's still up though. Make another roll.
18. I just rolled.
Okay.
I thought you were about
18?
to ask me.
Yep. Okay, so for sake of ease, I'm just gonna ask you roll, and then I'll eventually tell you when people drop out. So roll again.
Okay. Should I just roll 2?
Yeah, just go ahead and roll 2. We'll do one at a time.
I think they're both success. 16 and 18.
Barely, but yes. Okay. Okay.
Oh no. 2 failures.
What'd you roll?
One's a 10, one's a natural 1.
The 10 succeeds, and then the natural 1 fails.
Okay.
So you take...
The 10 succeeds. Wow.
One of them is a 10 DC. You take 9 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Alright, so this goes on for about an hour and a half. You're just taking it, and most of them you're succeeding, because I've been averaging. The next one to fall is the kobold, of course. Falls forward, catch. So you see Felix next to you. He's starting to look a little worse for wear. You see he's breathing kind of heavy. His hair is kind of frazzled, and he's just... Well, kid, I think I'm gonna be calling it. And then you see him hold up his hand as they're about to fire another, and he says, I concede. And he gets off the podium.
Yeah, I don't
There's
know.
just...
I don't know how this got fair when we just got shot at the whole time while everyone else got to do something that seemed more fun.
Well, we just drew the short straw, didn't we?
I guess so. Sometimes that happens. It's okay.
Okay, so another half hour goes by. I need you to make another 2 rolls.
Okay. Natural 20 and a 21.
Okay, both succeed. She takes 4. Starvane takes 15. Dang. Okay. Yeah, all 3 of you are still up.
Okay. I got I got a 25 and a 21.
25 and a 21. Okay, both succeed.
I'm rolling really well right now.
Okay. She fails 1. He fails 1. Okay, they both take 12, 14. They both take 14 damage. Make a perception check.
21.
Okay. You see that Starvane, he's fine.
Okay.
Like he's taken, by your estimation, a lot of damage, and he's perfectly fine. The petite elf woman, she's starting to kind of wane a little bit, but she's still standing.
All right.
I'll make another 2 rolls.
Oh yes, let's go. 19, 16.
Okay, 19 and 16. All right, both succeed. Now you see they at the 2-hour mark they bring out an extra pair for each of you. So now there's 3 wizards shooting at you at once.
Oh my
So
god.
all the DCs have gone up by 10.
Fuck.
So now the DCs are 20, 22, 24, 25, and 27.
I can't even beat the 27 unless I have a natural 20.
Exactly.
Alright.
All right, we'll start from the beginning. Go ahead and
Do
roll.
you still want me to roll 2 or just roll 1?
Roll 1 for now because it'll be easier to track.
Okay. 20.
Okay, you succeed.
Oh, thank god. I thought I was about to take some damage.
Okay. She fails on the first one. Okay. Roll again.
20.
20. That's a fail.
Okay.
Okay. You take 13 points of poison damage.
Ah, god damn it, dude. I'm gonna get
Okay.
killed.
Okay. 11. Okay.
Please, dice. Please just roll high.
Okay.
All I need you to do is roll high.
Starvane takes 10. You see, he's not too bad. Another half hour has passed. Okay. Go ahead and roll.
My next one wasn't good. 15.
Okay, you take 14 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Okay. So, the elf woman, as the fire hits her, it ignites her clothing, and you see the heat and the smoke just gets to her, and she just falls forward, passed out. So now it's just you and Starvane, and it's been about 3 hours.
Jeez.
So you guys see, it is now probably about 3 in the 3 in the afternoon, judging by it, and the crowds, they're kind of thinning a little bit. You hear a lot of chatter that they want to come back for the charisma challenge because they say it's going to be pretty fun.
Let's go.
Go ahead and make your roll.
24.
24. That is a fail.
Yeah. Was this the 27?
Yeah, this is the 27. That's a 9. You take 13 points of damage.
Alright.
Starvane takes... Oh, jeez.
For anyone who wants to know, I'm at 25 health.
16.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
coming down
19.
It's getting hairy.
All right, roll again. So Starvane is he's at 30.
Okay. And what am I beating here? The 20 again?
You gotta beat the 20, yeah.
Okay, I got 22.
Okay.
Rolled a 15. That amulet is literally saving my life right now.
Okay, Starvane does not succeed.
Let's go. Come on.
He takes 4. Starvane's at 26.
Okay.
Okay, roll again.
Okay. No! 10.
That is a fail. Starvane also failed. Okay, you take 11. 11 points of damage.
14 left. Did Starvane take the same
God.
amount?
Starvane takes 5, so he's at 21.
Oh god, come on!
Okay, it's now at 3.5
Roll
hours.
high, roll high, roll high, roll high, please roll high, please roll
It
high.
is now your.
That's roll. That's a good high.
What'd you roll?
24. 22.
That's a fail.
No! Oh, it was so good.
24 is a success.
No! Should have just kept with the lie.
You take 13 points of damage.
I'm at 1 health.
Starvane succeeds on the save. Wait,
Has to be a natural.
no, he does not. My bad. He does not succeed on the save. He got a 23. He takes 6. He takes 10, so he's at 11.
Okay, I
Okay.
have to succeed this. Is
Roll
this
your
the
save.
27?
No, this is the 25. You have to roll a 25.
Please. No, I failed. I'm out.
What'd you roll?
I was a. I don't even know. It was like a 17. It was somewhere in the mid-teens.
Okay. Starvane failed as well. So, Animus, you take 9 points of damage. So if Starvane takes 11, you guys tie.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna roll these dice individually. That's 2. That's 6. I have to roll a 5 or a 6. He takes 8 points of damage.
Ah, okay.
So it hits you as you two are going back and forth at the 4-hour mark. You fall forward,
Damn.
passed out. Barely losing, but losing nonetheless.
But I still completed the challenge, putting us
You still
through.
did. You still did. So
I
that
will
means
take that.
the announcer comes forward as Starvane comes off. He grabs a giant watermelon out of his bag of holding and just starts eating it.
What a champion.
The announcer. The Flagon Slayers and the members of the clasp have qualified for tomorrow's competition.
let's go. I'm passed out, so I can't actually do anything.
Yeah, you're not excited. You're passed out. Thea, they know you're a cleric, and they're offering to let you go down on the field to help Animus if you would like.
Yeah, she's a little butthurt still, but she'll go.
Okay.
He didn't win. Leave him.
Will they let Andy down or like
Well, I
fuck him
lost
up some more?
so I'll go cast Cure Wounds on him.
All right, Animus, you come back to consciousness.
All right, I'll just.
As the crowd is cheering, Flagon Slayers, Flagon Slayers, Flagon Slayers.
I'm just gonna eat all of my good berries like popcorn for the rest
Just
of this. It'll be
Yeah.
40 HP. So.
All right. So they clear the field, and finally, they bring a group onto the arena of, let's see, 36 people. And then you see a man in robes, and you recognize this man. This is Goldfleece. He is now in judge-like robes as he sits down at a chair. You then see a man in chains be brought in and sat down. This is the charisma competition.
Okay.
Oh man.
So, the night has begun. It's about 5. The sun has begun to set. The light spell just appears all around the arena, lighting the arena. The charisma attendant. I would like to thank you all for your patience. I know it's been quite some time, but we are now ready for the final leg of the competition. To you two, and he points to the clasp member that's with you and you, Zygon. Even though your parties have won the day, so to speak, I would suggest trying your hardest here. This will affect seeding for the tournament bracket, along with your trios seeding for the tournament bracket.
Oh shit. Okay.
Good thing Anderson
So-
and Braun did well.
I low key was gonna throw it. Okay.
So I would suggest trying your hardest and not thinking this is just some joke. And to the others that have not yet qualified, you need to. The kobold, he says, well, I am going to try my hardest. And the goblin says, he just starts picking his nose. He doesn't say anything. The goblins are knocked out at this point. They cannot qualify.
They're not very charismatic.
They're not very charismatic. It's sad though. I had a special place in my heart. Just for fun, I'm going to tell you their names, because it was funny to me. So they are Gorg, Torg, Korg, Morg, Forg, and Jorg.
Hey,
I like
And
Jorg.
they're all brothers.
I
Anyway.
love that.
Which one's this one in the
This-
charisma?
This is Torg.
we should
Or-
ask them to like work for us as like,
No.
you know, behind the
No.
bar and
No.
cooking food and
You
all that. It'd
definitely
be
don't
great.
want goblins behind
It'd be
the bar.
great.
They
Andrew's
steal
gonna ask
money.
him after.
No, they will steal money.
Andrew's gonna ask him after.
That is racist.
That is not
That
racist.
is
That's a
racist.
racial trait.
They can live there.
As you said earlier, Jacob.
We'll draw lots. Zagon, please roll to see which order you go in.
What am I rolling? 26.
D6.
Alright. A 2.
A 2. You will go second to last. All right. So everyone else in the stands, your groups are now allowed to be together since this is the last competition of the day. So you guys all clump together. So this building is similar to the one that you were in, Thea, except it now has a area for a jury and an area for the judge, and then a table where the plaintiff is currently sitting. So the first one to go in is the goblin. Basically, here is the explanation. So there's a man in this room that has been charged with stealing health potions from the local store. He claims that they were for his dying wife. It is your job to convince the jury that this man should not go to jail because of this crime. So, Brady,
Okay.
in game terms, I am playing the jury. You have to convince me that this man deserves his freedom. If you make good points, and I will give you real world time of 5 minutes to convince me. You don't have to use all those 5 minutes. You can go a little over. I'll be generous. But the more good points you make, the lower the DC will be for you to pass.
Okay.
All right. And you can use your charisma in your roll for the passing of the DC. So ultimately, if you get the DC to a 5, you automatically succeed.
Okay.
All right. So you guys see the goblin, he goes in. At first, he's very civil. And then you see him starting to flip off the audience, smack his butt, and overall just hate what he's doing.
I
But
like this guy.
the judge ultimately and the jury rule against the plaintiff. The jury is then removed. A new jury brought in. Same case, same try. Zygon, you are waiting. The Slayer's Take member that is with you is Rosella. She seems very nervous. The explanation kind of floored her. She thought it was more going to be like, you got to flirt with this guy or something like that.
Same.
But but that is not the case. You see her kind of just like sitting there, kind of, and then you do, maybe not. And you see her kind of just running through different scenarios and different things that she may or may not say. The first 4 go. The clasp member is actually right before you, and let's see. It's a human. He has a few burn scars across his face and hands. Lochnar, as you and Braun are watching this class member speak, he looks strangely familiar to you guys. This is the arsonist that blew up that bar in Amman.
Oh shit.
Interesting.
But he seems to convince the audience and the jury of this man's freedom, and they unchain this man and then let him go. It is now your turn, Zygon. Everything resets, new jury. You're allowed in the courtroom.
Wait, so how many jurors are there?
There are 6.
6, and there's like 36 other people in there?
There were 36 people brought in. Each of you gets a 6-person jury, and then
Oh, okay, okay.
there you go. The man who's being accused of the crime sits next to you. You can ask him any questions you want before your time starts, but you can only ask him about 5 questions.
And what was the crime?
He was stealing health potions from a local business, and he claimed they were for his sick wife.
Well, this is about to be a doozy.
Wait, so is the goal
To convince the jury that he's
to
innocent.
convince him to leave, or is the goal to make him innocent completely?
To
That's
get
different.
him off from the crime, to get the charges dropped.
A reasonable doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do the jurors hear me ask him the questions?
No, they will not hear you ask these questions. They are currently not in the courtroom until you are done asking your 5 questions.
Oh, and I really don't know if I can do this.
I think you can.
Okay.
I have full faith in you.
Can I just have some riddles? Um. Okay. When did this take place?
I was a few days ago. My wife was getting sicker and sicker, and we couldn't find anybody to help us. So, um, I knew that the store nearby had loads and loads of potions. So I thought, I know it was wrong. I know I couldn't afford them, but I didn't want my wife to die. So I went in there and I took a few. Um, Not any of the big ones either. It was just some of the small ones.
Hmm. Hmm. And this wife of yours, what? She's sick. How so?
She she has a really bad fever and a cough. Um, her skin's all dry. Um, I don't know. Her legs are starting to give out on her. Um, uh, it's just I don't know.
Did anybody see you steal these potions?
Uh, yeah, the shop owner saw me and reported me to the authorities. I got home in time enough to give her a few of them, but they caught me and took me to jail.
And what does he? What do you do for a living?
I'm a carpenter by trade. Um, I actually was raised near Craghammer, so I apprenticed under a dwarf craftsman there. So even though I'm human, I kind of know some of the dwarf techniques for building. I was the one that designed a few of the smaller buildings in the city.
Okay. And what is my goal again?
Your goal is to let him be set free, to convince the jury that while he did commit a crime, it was a crime worth committing, basically, and that he should be let go.
Okay.
You have one more question.
And I can do anything here.
You cannot charm person because that is a banned magic, but you can do basically whatever you want here. Yeah.
Hmm. Outside of this, are you a good, upstanding member of the community?
Well,
Any trouble before?
no, sir. I follow, I follow the teachings of Pelor. I'm an upstanding citizen, I think. Me and my wife, my wife is a school teacher, um, and we just live a simple life. Um, we don't have a lot in the way of money, but I built our house, and we're wanting to start a family soon.
Hmm. Okay. That's all my
Alright.
questions.
That is all your questions. The jury gets brought in.
Let's go.
Goldfleece addresses you. Hello, Mr. Zygon.
Hmm.
This is a real trial. Mr. Barnabas is on trial for a crime. This is not fake. This is not him being an actor. this is real. I would appreciate it if you treat it as such. Know that I am the ultimate judge, but if you can convince these citizens to let him go after the tournament, I will consider all possibilities.
That fucking goblin. That goblin just sat there slapping his ass. That stupid bitch. Now I feel bad.
We need to hire him, dude. He's
No.
gonna be our cook.
Right?
You're not
I like
hiring
him.
Be
I
our
like
cook.
him.
Oh,
Get
I'm
those
talking to him.
goblins
Dude.
out of here, dude. All right,
I'm gonna pay him to do that.
let Zygon do his thing. Anzu's smart enough to know that goblins are shit.
All right. Ladies and
Whenever you're
gentlemen
ready.
of the jury, I present to you Mr. Barnabas here. Now, Mr. Barnabas is a simple carpenter. He does great work for his community. He's built many a building. His wife, his lovely, lovely wife, is a school teacher, sculpting young minds. Maybe some of your young children's minds. I'm gonna try and tear up a little.
This music, dude.
Make a performance check.
– 17.
Yeah, you get one or two coming down.
And I know, as a father myself, how important my daughter's education is, and how heartbroken she would be if something were to happen to her teacher. And disaster struck. She became ill, gravely ill. Death was around the corner. So what does a simple carpenter do? A simple carpenter with little to no money, mind you. He does what he can to help his wife. At any cost, which I understand most of you would do. I know I would do the same. But I'm not the one on trial here. He broke into the store. He harmed no one. He went in and he only took what he needed. He didn't steal anything too extravagant. Would you steal a loaf of bread to feed your starving family? Think about that. So he took little to nothing, went home and saved his wife. And together, I know that he's very sorry for what he's done. But I ask you, would you do the same? I know I would. And will you be able to live with yourselves? Convicting a man doing what's necessary to save his family? A terrific, outstanding family. Building hospitals and schools for the community. Shelters for those in need. He's dedicated his life to such. I think you know what you need to do, jury. And set Mr. Barnabas here free. I'll rest my case.
Can we,
Alright.
Jacob, can we hear him?
Yeah, you can hear. So the arguments are projected using using thaumaturgy and all of that. So you guys heard that whole thing.
Alright.
Thaumaturgy.
Animus has to walk out, but the rest of the group can hear his beak kind of chattering with the souls coming through.
They're so touched.
Well, just the thought of saving your family kind of got to him, so he has to walk out
Yeah.
for a minute.
And just
Uh-oh.
slowly wipes his tears.
I
I'll
will
go
say.
follow in.
Worry,
Go
but
ahead.
does it
I'll
hold
follow
up?
Animus and cast Lesser Restoration on him. See if that stops
It
it.
calms them down a little bit.
It calms
yeah.
down the
Shut
the
up.
screeching. It calms down the screeching. We're good.
Yeah.
You gotta be quiet, dude.
Sorry.
So Zygon, you look at the jury. You see a few tears rolling down their cheeks. That was a very well-worded speech. You see Mr. Barnabas, tears rolling down his eyes. You look over at Goldfleece. He's not crying, but he's eyeing you with a glint of respect in his eyes. I need you to roll a charisma check. I will not tell you what the DC is.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna use a lucky.
Okay.
There's a natural one, so just to be fair.
That's a fair point.
That'd be a perfect way of ending it. He does this big impassioned speech, and it's like, oh, a 1? Great. All right, what'd you roll?
I'm gonna activate Dark One's own luck.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Get
There
the
we go.
highest score you can.
That's right. I'm gonna add a D10.
Okay.
Uh, 17.
17. All
I
right.
added a 9 to that. So that's good.
So the jury deliberates for a little while, and a little while longer. They deliberate for about 30 minutes. It's the longest deliberation that they've had all day. They finally give their verdict to the judge, Goldfleece. He says, "Are you sure, jurors?" They all nod, a few of them wiping back tears. "Well, Mr. Zygon, Mr. Barnabas, please rise." You both stand. "The jury was deeply touched by your words, and they feel that Mr. Barnaby will be placed on a probation. He will not be allowed to leave the city for 6 months, and he will have to check in with the guards once a month. But he will not see jail time."
Let's go.
Terrific.
They undo his chains. He hugs you.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And then you are asked to exit the chamber.
Okay. Hell yeah.
And that will be where we end tonight's session.
Oh man. What a session. Here we go, guys. Part 1 of our Chapter 1 finale. Coming to an end.
Quality stuff.
Part 1 of 3, most likely.
Yes, 1 of 3.
Mm.
Would you like to see
Well-
us out, Jacob?
Yeah, I will. Caleb, what's your Wednesday looking like?
Oh man, my Wednesday is looking pretty good.
Okay.
Man, I don't know who we should have on though, because that was a pretty.
We'll figure that out off screen. We want to keep the crowd into suspense. But are you going to be doing a little bit of something before then, or are you not able to this week?
What am I doing? Sorry.
Are you gonna do a solo stream like you did last Wednesday?
Oh yeah, I might. Yeah. I'll probably be able to
Okay.
jump on, do a solo stream.
All right. Well, everyone, Caleb is trying a little experiment on Wednesdays. Do you know what you're gonna be doing, Caleb?
Either Mindsy or Baldur's Gate. If we do Baldur's
Alright.
Gate, I might have people join, most likely Jacob and possibly Michael or Zach. So.
All right. So everybody, thanks for watching. We'll see you Wednesday, and then we'll see you next Sunday. And everybody have a great